Welcome to Death from Above. I am your host and GM, James Durham. The store is open right now for pre-battle. My cast today includes Keeson Holt as Mason. Tammy, I'm not going to ruin your last name, I'm sorry.
Just say when.
Just say when?
Win, like I win.
All right, Tammy, when?
Win.
When? As Hayden Lynn, Leo Shields, thank you. BJ Altman as Melia. And we have our Marcus returning as our Op 4 today. Where's my announcements? I'm sorry, BJ. I skipped that page.
It's all good.
I would like to take a moment and thank some of our Patreon supporters right now. Christopher Rosa, Amanda Jose Alderman, and Otto Patrick Corn. Man, people hate me with last names today. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. I really did not mean to.
Okay, you did it. Mess up.
As I said, the pre-show purchases are available. We have a couple other shows here on Zombie Orpheus that are supported and maintained by viewers like you, like Masters of the Metaverse on Mondays at 6. We also have our own Zoe Game Night, which is going on Thursdays now at 5:30. Some other shows on Twitch that we like to support and partner with, which is Dat Dragon Show, or Dragons and Things, which is the team behind Walking in Circles. You can watch them on the Fantasy Network. They are an official Paizo partner, and they play Pathfinder way better than I do. Another really, really big announcement we have is we have a DFA contest going on right now. And we have 2 box sets to give away. 2.
Yeah, 2.
Fan fiction can win you the BattleTech Beginner box set. And fan art submissions can win you the BattleTech A Game of Armored Combat box set. Anyone can enter. Anyone. Like all of you watching right now. Every single one of you.
Even me?
What about me?
It says anyone, though that would be really weird. But anyone, and you can have like your friends enter too to give you multiple chances if you really want to win. Not that I would ever encourage any kind of nefarious activity like that, but I totally would. So take your entries and send them to dfaartcontest@gmail.com. And our mods right now can answer any other questions you might have about that contest. Speaking of our mods, I really want to thank AK, Alien Knitter, and Paximo, Liz, for all of the things that you do, supporting us and keeping everything running behind the scenes. We cannot thank you enough. And I actually have a very, very special person to thank. Reckon, I want to thank you for this wonderful package that we've received, and I kind of want to show you all at home. Show the package.
Show it.
That's a box?
Nice.
This is a box. Oh yeah, and he got us some really great stuff. So I just want to take a minute and go through these items in here with you. This is really exciting right here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of its packaging. It is in 2 pieces, but you will get the gist of it very quickly. For those of you familiar with our lovely game of BattleTech, look right here. We have a fully functioning, hexes included, dropship.
Nice.
The real thing.
Yeah. Thanks, Reckon.
That's just the beginning.
What? There's more?
There is more. Call Billy Mays. I have no idea what's in these smaller packages, so I hope it is nothing too disturbing.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh, we have the other pieces to the dropship. I see. Even better, the landing. Yeah, this is wonderful. You did such an amazing job on all this. And really took the time to package it so that just it couldn't get damaged. Really, thank you so very much. I mean, this stuff is amazing. I'm gonna have to put this thing together when the show is over today, because there is some detail there. There is some serious detail in all of this. Wow, thank you very much. All of us thank you. The whole show thanks you. Now to get back into things.
That was the last announcement, actually.
Well, I kind of want to go over the store really quick.
Oh, okay.
We do have the pre-battle store up. Take a look right now in that store and purchase those things. They're going to need your help today. I have not pulled any punches. I have made this particularly challenging and difficult, regardless of what you end up selecting. So, whether you're rooting for the Op4 or you're rooting for our heroes who really, really need your help, that store is open. So, how about we roll some credits? Welcome back. We find ourselves aboard home, in the briefing room, where Amelia is addressing Leo and Mason. I'm sorry.
Good to see you again, Leo. How are you both doing?
I'm okay. Just kidding, I'm not.
Well, we got a little turbulence here as we exit the atmosphere. Things, unfortunately, weren't quite bolted down, but we wanted to go over... Actually, how about you give a brief recap of what we just experienced?
All right. Well, we ran into some more folks seeking out revenge.
Cool.
Not against us.
Oh, okay. That's surprising.
The powers that be. So that kind of cut short our time out in the field, but in doing so, we were able to stop them, limit any more damage to air, any more casualties to the building. And I say we made pretty good work of it. How are you doing, actually? Self-medicating, all right?
Well, it's actually prescription this time.
Oh. There you go.
My mech needs a new head.
Oh.
Fortunately, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'm so sorry.
So, the purpose of our last mission was not, in fact, to fight the rebels, but to get new equipment. We were onboarded several new mechs. Almost all of these are former prototypes, yours included. Lafitte thinks that we will get the kinks worked out. We have some time while we're...
Greetings, Meat Warriors. Now we want to see what you are made of. Challenge accepted. Have fun #challenge.
Ooh. Thank you,
Thank you, chat.
Challenge accepted, chat.
So Lafitte?
Yes, Lafitte thinks that he can get most of the kinks worked out, but it will take about a month, which is fine because we will be in transit for that time. So you're more fully aware, a lot of the prototypes that we fielded during the test, live fire exercise, locked up, shut down, had sensor issues.
But the drum kits were still working.
And so was,
Drum kits?
thankfully, so was the ejection seats.
Good.
Fill her in on that specific detail. Also, the umbrellas.
So many umbrella drinks.
It was a good exercise in Zen diplomacy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Professor Hikita Greycloud was quite the interesting man, direct from NAIS. Your mech in particular is an Axeman. You may be familiar with the Hatchet Man. The Axeman has recently hit front lines the last couple of years. This is a prototype of, I believe it was the N model, so it doesn't quite have the twin LRM-15s. It uses a PPC to build up heat for experimental myomers.
Experimental. What?
When you start running hot, you are a little bit lighter, and your mech will get much stronger.
Fire axe.
Cool.
That's a
I got
good way
this.
of phrasing it.
Sounds fun.
Given your performance in the Thunderbolt and how well you wielded that club, we felt this was appropriate.
You're too kind to me.
So, as I mentioned, we'll be in transit for about a month. Given our new armament and our new mech footprint, we will be going far behind enemy lines. We will be doing a circuit to check in with intelligence assets. We don't know which clans or other defenses we'll be facing, but it will be deep within their territory. Our first stop is Sheztreg. It's a former Free Rosselhog Republic world. Do you have any quick questions?
Are you gonna run with a standard Steiner Scout Lance?
Unfortunately, they did not include 4 Atlases in our new armaments, but
Worth asking.
it's very much worth asking, and I appreciate your astuteness to the Lyran combat doctrine. I do believe that our own scouting mechs will be rolling heavy for this, will be sufficient. Both of you are jump capable. I will also be accompanying you with my electronic warfare equipment, assuming Lafitte can get it all properly rewired in a new head.
Gotcha.
One other thing. Normally, we've grown quite used to Root the Buccaneer having our air cover. It normally can...
Warning. Guess what? I've got a hashtag fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. I mean drunkly.
Thank you, Chad. We...
You're doing that.
Given that we do not know what forces will be on planet, the Buccaneer needs to be on standby to provide fighter cover if home needs to extract. And so we will not have fighter cover for our personal mission.
Okay,
Got it.
that's fine.
No safety net this time.
Alright, we'll just have to spread to this level and just
Just gotta work together.
work together.
Excellent, because working together is the last point. Given your current situation, you went off book and you were put under house arrest for a time. There's been some question by Percival as to your leadership. During your incarceration, Mason was put in charge. I have spoken with both Percival and Rampart, and frankly, it's up to you two. You two work well together. You know each other, you have each other's backs. That is clear. One of you needs to be the Lance Commander, and the other the strong second. I will leave that to you to work out.
Got it.
Noted.
Excellent. Any other questions?
No? I think we're good.
Good on this side.
Excellent. Take the time to familiarize yourself with the mech. The new specs have been uploaded into the simulators, as well as everything we know about the clan mechs. So, give it a workout. With that, dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
A short time later, in the lounge, we find Leo and Mason in discussion. Who will be in command? What happens next? And what do they do now?
Okay. You should be. You should be the leader.
Oh, okay.
I never wanted to be leader, okay? It just happened, and quite frankly, I don't know if anything I've done has been really leader-like at all, so...
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there.
What?
I mean, yeah, it just happened. You were put in that position where you became the Lance Commander, and that's fine because you were there. I wasn't. It's that simple. So, in that time that you were Lance Commander, you did a hell of a job. I mean, you can't argue that. They survived. The team is alive. You were given scraps, and in the turn, you made it work.
I feel like everything I do has just been based on luck. And that doesn't sit well with me. So...
Once or twice, it's luck. You made it this far. Gotta give skills some credit then.
What about you? You came back.
Yeah. Because I left.
You came back. You could have gone indefinitely.
Yeah, but then that wouldn't be fun, because usually that means I would have probably been dead. But I'm not, and I hear you, and I understand. And to me, even the last mission, last encounter, I accepted it knowing that it was going to be a temporary thing. When you were back, you were going to receive your role. So, I accept the order of taking on Lance Commander. Lance Commander.
That was a really long and drawn out way of saying yes.
Hey, I just want to let you know that you're still the leader. You kept everyone together.
Yeah, not everyone.
Those who wanted to be here.
Like, how do you feel about all this? Going back into clan space?
I mean, it's going to happen eventually, right? Sooner or later, this is where we're going to be. We're going to have to face them down again, and they haven't killed us yet.
Yet. Could happen.
Anything could happen. But yeah, moving forward, I'm feeling it. I mean, we got the new toys, we got new weapons, we got information. Like this is coming up on our side. This is coming up in our favor. What we had before was one, and we still have our own. Now,
How do you keep doing this? No matter what, you're never fazed by anything, and you do just keep moving forward. So, what's your secret?
I don't think there's much of a secret to it. I just know there's a duty that we need to do, whether if we want to or not. We're the most capable of doing it, so instead of just complaining about it, we might as well just, do it.
That's it. Just do it.
Yeah.
That's all that keeps you moving forward.
For the meantime, yeah.
Oh my god. Look. What are the chances that we'll run into them?
The plans?
Jackson and Mackenzie.
I doubt we will. But in case we do, they're the enemy now. That's all there is to it.
There's no hope at all? Nothing?
I'm pretty sure by now you saw the report from my briefing.
I didn't want to believe it.
It's true. I gave Mackenzie a chance. She chose to stay. Jackson was already brainwashed, and she was more concerned with him than everyone else. Which, on one hand, family is family. I can't blame you, but on the other, it's probably an AC-20. So
if we ran into them on a battlefield.
I doubt they're going to hold their punches against us, so why should we? The entire time with the clans, it was surreal. I remember everything, but it was like the entire time walking through some sort of like weird lucid nightmare. It didn't make sense. It wasn't right. The person that I knew, she was there. She looked and sounded like Mackenzie, but as time went on, she became more and more one of them.
Okay, this makes me wonder so much, but mostly, if Jackson and Mackenzie are totally on their side, how come you didn't really turn at all then? How are you back and okay?
Because from the moment I left to when I get captured, the entire point was to bring them back. Unfortunately, at one point it came down to, I can't force them to come back. But I sure as hell need to get back.
Should have figured that was why you left. Anyway,
You good?
I'll just have to be.
I mean, we still talk about it. The entire way of just like going through it just by doing it doesn't mean that you have to keep it all to yourself. There's other people you can talk to, and you can talk to me still.
I know. Got your back?
I got your back. Lance Commander.
Wait, so to be clear, am I, or are you?
It's up to you, Lance Commander.
I am willing to let this. I'm willing to try being leader one or two more times, but honestly, if I still don't feel like I'm that great, I'm ordering you to step up.
Sounds like a leader to me.
I hate you sometimes.
I know. Let's get something to eat.
We go to Sejtrag, where we find our Comstar Demi-Presenter receiving new intelligence information. Demi-Presenter, your plan has succeeded just as you imagined. The intelligence asset was able to send out a request for extraction before it was captured. The Lyrans are sending a response team.
Let them come. I can see what they're going to do. And it's time. It's time to make up for all of my failures. Everything that I brought to them. Who I was. I am born anew. I have been dipped in the fire and I can see through time. I can see the hands above the table and I can see the dice. Let them come. I've got a surprise for them.
Yes, Demi-Presenter, of course. Before we proceed further, I would like to start the poll. That's right. You will have 3 options in today's poll, determining how successful the ambush is. Option 1 is that it is a masterful ambush, and everything is precisely as planned. Option 2 is successful ambush, where our heroes will be caught off guard, but not completely. And option 3 is a completely botched ambush, where they failed. It's up to you now. Let us know. While that is going on, aboard home.
So we've received a signal from our intelligence asset, but it has gone silent. We will be proceeding to the last known location of the asset. If they are not there, then we will retrieve their information. The information is more important than the asset.
Affirmative. Got it.
Again, it will only be the 3 of us. The rest will be staying here to guard home. We don't know what defenses are on this planet, so stay frosty.
That's me.
Well, in your case, stay a little hot, toasty.
Staying toasty, sir.
You did review your mech specs, yes?
Yeah, I did. Just cut me some slack, man. Man, where's Mason when you need him?
Well, the last time we engaged the clans behind enemy lines, they weren't expecting it. We don't feel we have that advantage this time. This isn't going to be another Error 1. Hopefully it won't be another Anywhere.
Hopefully it won't.
Good.
How are you liking your new mech, which I presume has a head now?
It has a head. We'll find out if everything is in working order once we get the field. I appreciate its capabilities. Its firepower is slightly diminished from my old Warhammer on account of the ammunition that the SRM uses. But it has more tricks. Remember that, how did she put it? Mackenzie, she phrased it as a sticky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that as well as other electronic warfare gear will not work on anyone that is nearby me. So if it turns out that we're facing clans and they utilize any of these narc beacons or Artemis or any of these other sort of newly discovered lost tech for us, but seems like they have in droves, I will try to get near whomever is at the front to provide protection. I will also be providing smoke screen cover for your advance.
Wow. It's a lot of bells and whistles going on.
I have tricks now. It's interesting. So we should get on the move. I'm sure that we will have a final report on the intelligence of the situation anytime now. The Norns are running a poll.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
It is a masterful ambush. Thank you, Chad. And while they changed the store over, let's get some mechs out on the battlefield here.
I just want to say I got a good feeling about this next mission.
I think it's going to be
Awesome.
wonderful.
What I would like you to
There you
do
go.
for me, sir, is
Yes.
Commencing deployment. Mech warriors prepare for combat. Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
And your infantry unit that was hidden, you're actually just going to place out on the battlefield because it's not hidden.
Okay, we're not close starting.
All behind
Maybe
you.
here?
Yep,
no,
those are
this
your
seems
mechs.
cool.
That is your infantry unit. You don't need the second one. Yep, they upgraded
We'll
you.
assume we
And
walk.
then there is your tank. They took away a very, very severe advantage that I had, kind of de facto given to you.
Oh no.
Over here now, right? Can I put that one there?
He's got to be in any forested hex.
Oh no, behind me.
Unfortunately, he is not hidden as originally intended, so. Life is not good for infantry in the open.
Who are you? Who are you? And you are you?
Also, we don't have a lot of anti-infantry munitions on these mechs.
Oh man.
Cutlet was weak.
Try to keep your distance from them.
Ouch. Poor Cutlet.
Cutlet.
My ghost is still here.
I hear you, Cutlet.
I found some Reese's Pieces.
I'm glad you're dead. So anywhere in this area.
Anywhere in this little
Are we on
valley.
open comms yet?
In the afterlife, everyone's weekend dad.
Trying behind this little line right here. Yep.
It's Cutlet. I don't know.
Cutlet.
It says it right here in the script. Cutlet.
Cutlet.
Because they detected you, it means that you also don't win the initiative automatically on the first round.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll make it work.
I'm gonna let them make sure they have the battles changed over.
Open comms.
Sword.
Hello.
Oh no.
How are you doing?
Would be-
I see you've noticed me.
That indeed we have.
It's lovely to see you all again for, what is it, the third time now.
Third? Am I missing something?
Second for us.
Second. Okay.
Oh,
Must have engaged another unit.
you're all the same. Just seeds that need to be planted in salted earth.
Okay, how do you keep finding us?
It's pretty easy if you know where to look. And that's everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like we changed over to the battle store, I think. Is that correct? No?
Not yet.
Not
no.
yet. Still working on it. Okay.
So, what's the deal this time, buddy?
Close comms.
Open comms.
Did we hit this guy in the head last time?
Mute. Mute. I'm not sure if we should be worried. There just seems to be. Are you guys picking anything else up?
I'm picking up no signal from the asset we're here to retrieve, but I do have a lock on the dead drop. Obviously, we can't retrieve it while these guys are here.
All right. Should we quickly just take care of the foot soldiers and move on, or?
They're on foot. Just put distance between us and them, and we'll be fine.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Leah, what's the next move?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we just gotta focus fire.
Okay.
Yes.
Still hasn't. It's
I see some of it.
partially
He's working on
switched
it.
over.
He
Yeah.
says it takes 10 minutes. We have to give him time. I'm sorry
all
to
good.
rush them. I have no idea how to even do it, so I really feel
I
bad about
appreciate you giving us extra time that they might have purchased our buffs.
But they didn't.
Oh no! Now I have to figure out.
It's kind of why I was rooting for the ambush, just really, really hose you.
We're used to it.
We're getting hosed.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This.
All right, so what we're looking at are 4 museum pieces, all old Star League. I don't recognize the configurations on some of these, but it's Black Knight's the heaviest. It's a energy boat, generally have heat problems. Guillotine, energy boat with an SRM-6 normally, 70 tons. The Kintaro weighs in at 55. Normally packs a lot of SRMs, but this seems different. And the Crab, normally it's pretty fast land mover, also a laser boat, but again, this one seems strange.
All right, we got a bunch of hot boys with lasers. Should we just move them back and draw them into the valley? Take some cover?
That would probably probably be the smarter thing to do. Yeah, we just gotta do it.
Well, we have no cover in the valley ourselves.
Hug the cliffs then.
It'll take too long to retreat back and it'll expose us too much if we try, so...
Noted.
Well,
Shall we dance?
let's do it.
By rolling initiative?
Yes, we definitely should. I'm sure that they will catch up by the time we start.
I'm gonna
Excellent.
roll some initiative with my new dice.
Ooh.
Because he's amazing. I can see him actually doing it on the screen right now. It's pretty impressive. And yourself, sir.
That little picture thing is actually a 1.
No.
It's a
So,
7.
7
7
for
is the number to
initiative.
beat, sir.
Good luck getting a 7 with 2 d6s.
You re-roll that one that's up on the edge. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Seven.
You got a 7 with 2 d6s. Who would have seen that coming?
You can pick that.
Tiebreaker,
All
4.
right, 4 is the number to beat.
Good luck doing a 4, but you gotta do it with a d4. I don't make the rules, I just make them up.
All right. So
Nine.
you will be starting first.
9. Hello. I am starting first.
You will be starting first, and starting at the lightest, because I don't believe we have any actual light mechs on the
Nope.
battlefield. We do have a light tank, so
Which
that would
goes
be in the
at the
light
medium.
plus phase.
So it's the hunter, the Kintaro, and the crab can all move. One of them.
One of them. So either your crab, the Kintaro, or your hunter tank may be active.
How many places may I move, Robot?
Well, your Kintaro here is a movement
5'8".
5'8". So 8 if you are running, 5 if you're not. Be aware of elevation and turns.
Yeah, move the Hamtaro.
Hello.
Although moving down elevation doesn't cost 1.
That's right, because that's one of our house rules.
Ooh.
4, 5, 6, 7. And that's as far as you'll be able to move, because that's rough terrain.
And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so he needs a 2. The dice are behind.
You put a 2 next to that Kintaro, please.
I would love to.
Thank you.
1, 2.
So while he's planning that, one important thing mechanically, Leo, is that you don't get the bonus from your myomers until the round after you build up the heat.
Oh,
So you run hot, then get the benefit. Run hot, then
Yeah.
get the benefit.
gotcha. I will keep that in mind.
All right, we will transfer over to this side, and we'll have Mason and his scorpion.
Okay.
What happened? Wait, hold on. Did I get to shoot?
Oh yeah, you're right. I suppose you could shoot.
I would love to. I saw the look on your face. You feel that?
Teacher, we didn't get homework for the weekend.
I mean, I want to be fair, but at the same time, we're hosed, so...
This one is
Conflicting nature.
Kintaro. That is your missile machine.
I see your honor.
My honor.
I would like to take this being in front of me, right here.
This one?
This one.
Ah, excellent.
And I would like to send him. I would like to send him some love. So, Robot, which button do I press to remove him from this
In
field?
this case, with that particular individual, you would press all of them, sir.
Thank you, Robot. I press all of the buttons.
Could you please do that again in your robot voice?
I cannot.
Okay, worth a shot. Sorry,
Please
Chad.
do not talk to my robot.
Why? Comms are open.
Comms are open.
Hello.
So we'll start at the top of the list with your Narc. Your Narc is at a range of 6 hexes, so that's going to be medium range.
So he ran.
And you ran, so that's a modifier 2, modifier 1, and modifier of medium,
So 5 on top of his gunnery.
which on that Kintaro is going to be force. You need 9s to hit with that Narc. And that is an 8. That is just shy of what it requires to hit.
I would have taken that narc.
I'm sure you would have. The next one on your list on that is the SRM6. It is also at medium range, so same exact modifiers. You're going to need a 9. You re-roll that one up there, yeah, please. Thank you. 7? No. Let's go ahead and get your other SRM6 out of the way because it's at the same exact range.
Yes.
Also a miss, and then you have 2 medium lasers also at that exact same range.
Doesn't he also have
He has an LRM-15.
Yeah.
We're going to do that last because it's on different modifiers.
Oh.
All right, that leaves it to the
Too
LRM-15.
Open comms. This is exciting. Close comms.
You are at exactly minimum range of 6.
6.
So that is going to be a penalty right there.
Of one,
This
so
is
you'll
your
need
run
a-
penalty. So you actually need 1 less. You need
8.
8 to hit with that LRM-15.
The terrain is already shaking.
Oh.
7. Right in the center.
And that is a complete miss. So
Oh.
I guess we could have just skipped the shooting phase like I planned.
I'm not complaining.
Teacher.
Now we can go. Mason.
That is some great electronic defenses on this thing. Hope they hold.
Glad your tricks are
2,
working out.
3, 4. And can I still get a shot on him from this hex? There's one level up
Yes.
from where I am. If I can get a clear shot.
Oh yeah, he is behind you because you could very much get a clear shot.
Dope. 2, 3, and there's I'm there. That's where I am.
All right, that's 8.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and just pop these up and see your balance.
So that was a full-on run, and I am going to unleash both the turret
Go for it.
and the PPC. First would be the PPC.
You get 7.
That's an 8 hits.
Good
Will
job.
hit.
Next one will be the LRM-15.
An 8 because you're at 6 range.
7. Anything on the story yet?
Tell yet? Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
Then I'll
yet.
wait till we get some.
We're just
That,
gonna
that,
wait.
that never works. I
Yeah,
hope
that
you
one
understand
doesn't
they
work.
normally punish us when we try that trick.
So the PPC hit, gonna roll for location. That's gonna be 5.
5, and we are looking at, that's the front arc. So that's going to be to the right leg.
Ah,
Would you mind that?
sorry, that is me. I need to do both things. I apologize. Right leg.
Guitar.
Melted.
What?
Sorry, I passed it.
Melted.
Right leg.
Melted.
And Berserker, the turret is the missile launcher on the Scorpion. The PPC is integral.
Wow.
His turret can either be LRMs or SRMs, and he has chosen LRMs for this battle.
In retrospect, maybe we should have gone the SRMs.
Oh.
Well, live and learn.
All right, that damage has been done. Let's hop back over here. Again, you have either the crab or the hunter to go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Excellently done, sir.
Thank you.
Excellently done.
Thank you.
That may hurt.
Now, with that crab in particular,
Good thing
some
the
of these
damage I
generate
didn't
a
take from
lot
last
of
time
easy
rolls over for this
comparisons, but
one.
he is capable of absorbing.
Warning.
Gods.
Comstar. Reach out and hashtag touch someone.
Oh.
Thank you, chat.
Wonderful.
Thank you, chat. If you fire every weapon aboard that crab, you will run 1 heat over, so you'll want to be careful next turn, but it won't hurt you this turn.
Thank you. Hey. Thank you.
Of course.
It's about time I'm repaid for my sins.
So let's do some modifiers. Let's start at the top of the list. We have a medium laser, and that is going to be at 1, 2, 3, short range. You walked for 1, modifier 1, and short range.
That's
You're going
gonna hurt.
to need a 6 to hit with that medium laser.
Can't get a
dice?
6.
2 dice.
Nah, I'm not gonna hit.
7.
You
Medium
barely
laser
made
will
it.
hit. The next weapon, that inner sphere medium pulse laser, is at medium range, so you're going to need an 8 on it.
I'll reroll.
Oh, come
Remember,
on!
2 dice, not 1.
No, 1 die is just fine.
So the medium pulse laser will not hit. You have 2 large pulse lasers. Oh, medium pulse laser is at +2 to hit because it's a pulse laser.
So
So that 6 was an 8, and it is
Yeah.
a hit. I apologize.
I forgive you, robot. My calculations are often not correct.
Which means that you will need 4s because of the pulse laser bonus to hit for both of the large pulse lasers.
Come back.
Which will be a hit.
11.
And
My
one
lucky
more.
number.
All weapons hit.
Except the first medium
Except the
laser.
first medium laser. So let's start with that pulse laser first. Only a hit location on the left side.
1 dice or 2?
2 dice.
2.
That's not good.
That is a floating critical, so we're going to roll for a different location.
Okay.
That's not good.
6. 6 is going to be the left leg on the scorpion there.
So that'll be the
Which
back,
one?
That'll be the back left
We'll narrow it down eventually.
And that's
So
6
6.
damage for the medium pulse laser. And when you roll to confirm a critical, on
I
that,
would love to, Robot.
Ha! Which one's the
so
real
there
one?
is no critical hit on that. Nicely done.
Well played, sir.
No critical hit on that, but you still have
I've
2
seen Batman
large pulse
before.
laser locations to roll. So give me 2 more hit locations.
9
9. So first pulse laser is to the right torso.
and 11.
Second pulse laser is to the right leg.
Yes.
How much
Both
damage?
of those dealing 9 damage.
Thank you. And right leg is in fact right leg.
Correct. Huge slabs of armor are melted off of the scorpion.
So also, it's good to remember that you do have 6 reach out and touch someone's now.
What exactly does that do, other
I
robot?
happen to have the store right here. Let's talk about reach out and
Other
touch
robot.
someone. Reach out and touch someone is
I
that
mean, I know I
all
don't
ranged
have
weapon
much
attacks with
personality,
1 mech
but
this round.
All
plus
ranged
1 damage.
weapon attacks.
At medium range, plus 2 damage at long
Oh.
range. So you'll want to use those anytime you're at long.
Warning.
Robots!
Well, we're probably all going to die. But gosh darn it if that member of the Finn Balor fan club isn't charismatic as all get out. Hashtag Intel.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
I'll use that intel now.
So that is something, that is something you'll want to use anytime you're at long range with that extra damage punch.
Could I use my best friend?
That is most certainly something that you might consider.
Excellent.
Being as I don't see any other mediums,
Nope, no other mediums on our
then that
side.
hunter's gonna have to go. And I forgot what phase infantry goes in.
It's +2.
Plus 2. Okay, so they're gonna be in the heavy phase.
Yeah.
Okay. So your hunter light tanks, if you
You
could
get
very well
slower
use
and
one of
slower.
your reach out and touch someone's with that hunter light tank right now.
I would
But
love
make
to
sure
do
you're at long range to your target before you do so. And with an LRM on that hunter light tank, what is the long range on that LRM weapon system?
9.
That's an autocannon.
15.
Let's look over. Those are neither. Oh, top. So 15 for your long range. Is any of those mechs at least 15 hexes away? If they're not, you'll want to move before you fire to make sure they're that range if you want to use that, or just don't use it this turn. 9, 10. Yeah. None of them are particularly that long range. You might want to use that with a closer range weapon to get the benefits, or maybe just fire as is, because you're going to suffer the indirect fire penalty.
Ooh.
And which one of these mechs are you going to target so we can do range? The poor scorpion.
Alright.
Leave my friend alone.
Indirect fire on the poor scorpion at 5, 6, 7 hex range, so it's going to be a short range. You did not move.
Who is the spotter?
Who is your spotter on that one? Are you using your crab or your infantry as the spotter?
Crap.
Alright, so you get the crab's movement penalty as well.
So you've got a penalty of 1 there, 2 there, and indirect fire is 2 or 1. So penalty is only 3 on the gunnery check.
think.
So I thought it was 2.
I'll let it be 2. I'm good with that.
I'm almost certain it's 2, but if you think it's 1, you actually know
It's
the
in
rules
one of
better
the
than I
cheat
do.
sheets over there.
Let me double check.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Numbers floating around the screen. Mean nothing.
I believe
It could just be that there's been enough buffs that reduce it that I think it's 1.
Hello.
Open comms. Can you see that?
Yes.
Do you see that?
I think I do.
Above you. Look up.
Don't look up. Don't look up.
Oh, damn it!
It made you look.
Damn it!
It made you look. Close comms.
I don't see anything in here on it. I'm going
playing
with
that
your
game
1
with
for
us.
now because I think it's right.
I think because you have both the shooter's movement and the spotter's movement to contend with, in
Then they make
addition
it all
to the
one?
defensive movement.
So you total modifiers of 3 over the gunnery then.
What do I need?
What is our gunnery on that tank? probably a 4. Yep, so you're going to need a 7 to hit with that LRM.
Thank you, you intelligent and beautiful robot. And
The
that
6
a
is
six.
just shy. Oh, that is all right. That is
Good
all right.
dodge.
It's
Wink.
okay.
There are other turns.
okay.
This is just the opening round.
Thank you, Ghost Cutlet.
I believe that is the last medium.
Correct.
So then we go into heavies you just acted, so we will come to this side of the table for the heavies.
Elliot, why don't you go first?
Oh, thanks. I do not have a good move. 5 and 6. From there, will I have a shot on the Kintaro, GM?
I believe that you do have a shot on the Kintaro from this vantage point.
All right, then I will Alpha Strike.
Warning. Research reveals lots of targeting correction #intel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank
Wow.
you. Oh my
12
God.
intel in the intel box, guys.
You can use them now.
Looks like somebody wants to give you a fighting chance.
Wink.
I mean, it's a chance.
All right, so we have a walk or a run.
I ran.
Ran.
1, 2, 3, 5. So I will need 7s for the PPCs and 9s for everything else.
Yes.
For the SRMs, I want to shoot just in front of me at
All
a
right.
hex
That
for
hex
smoke
right there.
to give us maximum cover. Yeah.
Excellent. That is your target for
Yeah.
there.
All right.
You want to
So
do that or the target the Kintaro first?
Kintaro first.
Okay, let's take all the shots in the Kintaro.
All right. So 7s for the PPC.
Nice.
Hit.
Hit.
Nice.
2 PPC hits on the Kintaro.
Then 9s for the 2 medium lasers. It's a miss, and that's a miss by 1. I would like to use 1 intel, please.
Please use 1 intel. So
Thank you, chat.
2 PPCs and a medium laser hits on the Kintaro.
Then the SRM should hit the hex.
Shows RM hits the hex. I'm gonna put that
So
right there.
It is a large.
It's all large.
It's a real.
It's
real
cover.
big one.
So, big boy.
Warning. Witness me. #zeal.
Thank you, chat.
Sounds like fun.
It's a NPC thing.
Ooh.
Curses op 4. Curses. You can say that it doesn't get to the trees because it's too high
It's
up.
too high, but that would
I'm
also
fine.
be your square too,
Yeah.
correct?
So I get some cover.
Who activates the zeal? Me?
You.
Correct.
Thank you, robot.
Man, I mean, I know I'm not noted for my personality, but robot, really? Really?
So let's do some hit locations
All right.
on those.
Yes.
You are on the front
Front.
arc.
Show me where you
PPC 1 is the 4.
All right, you're going to hit the right arm on the Kintaro. I'm
I
sorry to
will
make you do damage for yourself.
Try that in a moment. And whatever I just rolled there.
All right, we have a right arm and a left leg for the PPC hits.
1, 0. And there was a what?
The right arm and the left leg are the hit locations.
Left leg,
for the
thank you.
PPC.
And then the medium laser.
We roll one of those.
I'll let you roll
4 and 3, 7. That's the
still
center
here.
torso.
for 5. Well, not the best grouping in the world, but
That's all right. There's a lot of smoke cover from that. I'm going to go back over to this side of the table now. You have options here. You can either go Black Knight, Guillotine, Infantry. Whichever you feel is more inclined to move at this point. Or fire in the case, because the infantry cannot move and fire.
My friends, in the greens.
The troops?
Yes.
All right, the infantry?
Yes. They cannot reach out and touch someone, can they?
I don't see why
Let me see.
not.
Reach out and touch one. I don't believe it. For one mech. It says one mech.
Oh.
So it's very specific. Otherwise, I would have zero problem with it.
That's fine. I would like them to focus fire on the back of this one, who I think may be the leader.
All right. You'll have to help me through this. It's been a while since I've had infantry engage a mech.
What range are they at?
They are at.
Well, 4, but is that, I think it's medium range for them?
Let me double check the infantry sheet. They are using the SRM, so
Yes.
that will be medium range, correct.
All right, their skill is 4.
Correct.
So that part is just like normal to hit.
So it's going to need 6, 7.
7.
So you need 7s to hit with the infantry.
What about me? I didn't kiss one. It's 3 of us. You kiss mine.
Miss
Thank you.
by 1. Oh.
Thank you very much.
Unfortunate, but unfortunately, also infantry can't. Armored missile launchers can't move and shoot, so that's it for them.
It's too heavy.
That's all they can
You
do.
can't expect them to.
But it could have been a very lucky strike on the rear of the Axeman should you have succeeded.
Restriction.
Pop back over and let that Axeman react.
I'm gonna go.
Ask one question.
Yeah. What?
Ask them.
Oh!
Yeah.
I thought you were saying something like.
Words?
Axe!
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna jump this way.
1, 2, 3,
Can I?
4. Oh yeah, you can
Yes,
totally be in
perfect
the scope.
placement.
I'm gonna go here.
If it can fit with you on it, if not, we'll move it out of the way. And because it's all surrounded, we know that you're surrounded. It's
Okay, sure. Can I, if I was like
Balancing
this,
act.
Can I torso twist and still have line of sight on it?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to disengage 5 heat sinks and shoot everything but my LRMs.
Disengaging 5 heat sinks and shooting everything but the LRMs. Somebody wants to activate their triple strength armor. All right, so we had a jumping for the modifiers on your 2 hits.
Ooh.
Your enemy ran for 2 more, and let's see what the range is on your weapons.
My medium, whatever. This is like 4. 1, 2, yeah. So this is
Start whichever one you're
range.
firing first.
medium laser.
Medium laser, so you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add 7 total. 2, 4, 5, 6. Jump it.
3 for her movement, 2 for its movement,
2 for
1
range.
for the smoke, 2 for range.
I
so
didn't count the smoke.
plus 8. So
8.
11s.
So you'll need 11s for that one.
Okay. Seems doable.
Oh!
No, this is a 1.
It's not, it is?
Yeah, these dice are funny.
I'm
Ones have
sorry.
cool pictures on them.
So close.
Oh, designer dice.
They're pretty.
Oh, he's a bad guy.
Oh god. Okay, here's another medium laser.
Another medium laser, same rolls required. Also a miss.
Okay, last medium laser.
1 more medium laser.
Warning. Comstar. These opponents are known for their dirty tricks. Be sure to hashtag undermine their attacks.
Thank you.
Wow, that is a lot of undermine too.
And I can only use it, robot,
Sounds-
before they roll.
Before they rolled a hit, yes.
So
Cool.
you need a 9 on the PPC.
At this point, I wouldn't.
Should I spend intel?
It's so difficult. That's
an 8.
not-
No, because you need to get to an
Hold on.
11.
I save it when they're right on top of you.
5 PPC.
I don't like the look of this.
5.
9!
Oh.
Not worth it. Man, I whipped.
Unfortunately, the jumping and smoke just interfered with that shooting.
Open comms.
But you're in a good defensive position.
Yes,
You
Mr.
did excellent out there.
Thanks.
I want you to know. Thank you.
That means the world to us.
Everything I ever wanted has come from my enemies.
Same. Let us begin.
Now we have you at a distinct advantage in that there are only 2 units that have not moved and acted, and they are both yours. Your Guillotine and Black Knight will both get to act.
I'm gonna see the crab right there.
This is the Black Knight?
Yes.
Yes.
Very stout.
Well, don't say it right now.
But you'll get to move stout is not jump capable.
So by not jump capable,
Oh, you jump straight higher than that.
so I
Whichever way
can't
they-
step up?
Stepping
you're
up
at
just
2.
costs an extra
Oh,
movement.
okay.
But you can't step up 2 levels.
2 levels. Yes,
Just
yes,
one.
Yes. Tiny metal robot.
Oh, sorry.
It's 3 with the smoke. I was just keeping smoke separate.
Oh, I'm trying to do it all.
It's all good.
I apologize if I confused anyone. These are rough, so they require an additional movement space.
Oh, then I don't have that.
Yep.
Yes.
It is feasible to hit the rear of that scorpion.
Oh god.
It shouldn't be the
It's
rear.
not
it
the
should be
rear though, it's
left.
the left arc technically, because the rear goes backwards. But you could technically hit the left arc of that scorpion.
Could I reach out and touch it?
Well, let's see what your range is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's technically that one. So 7 hexes. So anything that's a medium or long range at 7 hexes or more would be beneficial to use the reach out and touch someone. But if your weapons don't have that, like you're looking at, all of your weapons would be at least medium. So it was most definitely a great time to use.
I would
reach out and
love
touch
to
someone.
use reach out and touch someone. And the someone I would like to reach out and touch is the quadrupedal plastic metal piece in the trees.
That's me.
All right, let's start at the
Very
top.
long name.
Now, your Black Knight is not something you're going to want to shoot everything on because it will run really hot.
PMP.
I've been inside.
Now, what you're looking at for ranges, I would probably go with, if it was me, just the 4 medium lasers because it will be long range. and
Excellent.
You can get the
Excellent,
higher damage.
excellent,
And your
excellent.
chances to hit are pretty slim as it is. Your other option is to go for the 3 large lasers, run hot, and not do as much.
I doubt that anybody saw the hashtag magma coming up as they walk. The Uwakano is active again. I hope you don't mind some heat.
Ouch.
Oh boy,
Thank
that
you,
means
Chad.
Magma's gonna be joining after we get these mechs moved.
The floor.
And I do
is
apologize for all the geologists out there, but the rules say it's magma, not lava, which it is in reality.
The floor is lava. What?
Remember.
So either 4 medium lasers or 3 large lasers would be the best bet.
Large.
The 3 large?
Bigger.
So your larges are going to be at over, let's see, we're looking at 5, 10, very medium range. So
5,
penalty
10,
of
15,
2 there.
20,
Ran makes the
30.
penalty 4. And our 1 movement makes it 5. So for your Black Knight, who is your best gunner, I believe, you will need 8s to hit with the large lasers. You have 3 chances.
Ooh, 5.
5 misses.
That is a 12.
Is it a 12? Make
Yep.
sure that
Yep,
is that
that's
one.
one.
That's one. Okay, so
That's why I
12
hate
will
designing
hit.
dice.
Okay, yeah, I hate the line of dice. Understood. And then the last one, 7, barely a miss. Unfortunately, you don't get the benefits of things like intel, but your reach out and touch someone did apply, meaning that 1 medium laser or a large laser that hit will do more damage.
How much more?
1 more because it's
Okay,
a medium
9.
range.
Got it.
So let's roll a hit location on the left side of that map.
12.
12 is always the head.
Ouch. Well, you have no armor there.
Strips the armor, and that is a head hit.
Oh no!
Yep. So you're conscious.
Yeah,
Well,
even
one's
with the
a
1.
4,
Yeah.
Oh no!
Even with the 1, you're still up over your number. So you are still conscious at this point, but you have suffered a head hit. Uh-oh!
I thought we were
Open
past
comms. This is what you get.
I mean, you didn't have to come back and find us, so
May my friend.
We'll grab your guillotine there, and your guillotine is a mech that does have jump jets. So you can be less concerned about pinning him into a particular location than about, say, the knight who can't jump out of the cliffside.
Does jumping require me to take away the numbers that get me to kill?
It will be more difficult to hit, but it will allow you to travel in elevation. If you don't need to jump, I would suggest do not jump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He can't sidestep.
Can't sidestep. You go there. So you can either go there or you can turn.
Turn.
Turn. 6.
Thank you. Thank you, Robot.
Yep. Turns count movement as well. And that would be the end because I don't believe you have any viable targets for that guillotine.
Warning. It's a hashtag rebel yella.
What?
You know,
Rebel yell. Oh, good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, so I have a rebel yell and a magmalicious to start at the beginning of this round.
Wow, that was a lot of magma.
Let's
All
have
right.
some fun.
What evil villain doesn't build his lair on an active geothermal fault line? I'm gonna pay 3 magma hexes. Oh boy.
Well, 3 groups of magma.
3 groups of magma hexes. Cross magma, 3 hexes. So 3 groups. Where are my little hexes of magma? Oh. Look, I have magma.
Oh!
Burn, 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 burn.
But where is the volcano?
Only on
The
rough
volcano
spaces, right?
is underneath us.
Only on rough spaces, right?
Well,
No, it's
everywhere
not
you
said.
go, something is waiting to erupt.
Random mechs. It says random mechs.
Mechs.
So we're going
Near
to
random
randomize.
Mechs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
roll a d8, reroll
I
an
don't
8.
have that, so yeah, I'm
I
gonna
do.
grab one of these 8s here. In fact, would you mind making the roll for us?
Oh!
We got 3 rolls to make.
Yep. You do the first one. I want all of you to participate.
4.
That's it. So 4.
2,
That means it's going to start on your Kintaro.
There you are.
We're going to go ahead and... Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-o.
The old Italian saying.
Ah!
Spaghetti.
I'll put it behind you. I can't squeeze it in. Oh, in front of you, because I'm having trouble. There we go. Enjoy.
Well, that's ugly.
5.
Well, that's one right after him, so that would be you.
Oh man!
Well, at least the smoke is appropriate now.
Where there's smoke, there's death.
That's nice.
That makes things a little complicated.
You know, I'm not really trying to hide.
That's good because you can't.
So what is it this time? Why are you chasing after us? Same as before, or what?
Chasing after you, no.
That's not good.
I'm letting you come to me.
That would be you,
And
sir.
you're here.
Yep.
You've been invited to a reawakening, a reimagining. I was dipped in the fires and I was back. I was punished for my failures and I am here. And I am here to breathe life into death because you are made of nothing and I am made of forever and I will avenge my failures. And I will relive my sins over and over again until I get you because your friend down there in the scorpion means something to you. I have been erased and everything that made me who I was is gone. I can lose men. I can lose myself. I can lose everyone around me. Ask yourself now, can you lose your team? Or is everyone valuable? That was my mistake before. I let my team shape who I am. And now they're dead, and I am alive. And I am surrounded by like-minded individuals who are willing to
Rebels.
die.
A group of rebels has come out of the water purification plant. They don't look like they're very friendly towards anyone. They don't like any of you on their doorstep.
Open comms. Rebels! Hello! Welcome! Hello! Yes! You might die. You're welcome. I hope you have a good robot on your side. I have a great one. Goodbye now. Close comms.
Now we have started this fresh round. Because you ended our round, we're going to go over to this side of the table to start, and it will be the scorpion that's going to get to go first.
Question, does the magma spread?
It
The
does
magma
not
remains,
spread.
however.
What if you walk through it? Does it cost? Does
So-
it
Is
hurt?
it like water?
Magma starts as crusted magma. If you walk or run over it, there's a chance of breaking through. You roll 1d6 per hex. On a 6, you fall through into liquid magma, and the hex becomes liquid magma, which is technically lava, I know. If you jump on it instead, then it is on a 4, 5, or 6. Moving over it, for each hex you enter, it's +2 heat if it's crust. If you fall into liquid or you are otherwise moving through the liquid magma, which, yes, again, is lava, it is +5 heat and 2d6 damage per exposed location.
I'm gonna hop up here and take a shot at the Hamtar.
Alright. We jumped.
First is the ERPPC.
It is
3, 4.
That's 4, it's 2, that's 5.
4 range, so that's going to be short. You jumped to a modifier of 3.
So what am I looking at? So
So we're needing 3 for your jump, 2 for his. That's it. So 5 added over because you're within short range for the people.
All right, I'll use 1 point of intel to get that to hit.
Who is you shooting at? Sorry.
Kintaro.
Kintaro.
Thank you.
So the PPC will hit the Kintaro.
And then once again, let's see.
Via the right hand arc.
Whoops, still short range.
the
Then
LRM,
forget it. I'm gonna split it.
Splitting, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And going to use the LRM-15s on the knight in the back.
Secondary target is in your rear arc, so that's a penalty of 2.
I got intel.
For him to shoot?
It says secondary target inside or rear arc penalty of 2
With the
on
turret?
attacker table.
Even with the turret?
I don't know if the turret changes that or
The
not.
turret shouldn't, but it would still be a secondary target penalty.
Okay, so it's only going to be a penalty of 1. Cool. 1 for that. Okay, we reroll that particular one.
Awesome. So that's 4, so I need it 5, plus the 1, 6.
Could burn
6.
couple intel.
Yeah, they'll use 3 intel, or yeah.
3 intel, burn 3 intel, so both weapons will hit. Let's do your PPT location to the right side of the Kintaro first.
4.
4 to the right side is going to be the right arm.
Right arm takes 10, yes?
Yep.
Correct.
Excellent, so that's internal.
That is a possible critical. You see if that is critical, sir.
Nope.
4, it is not critical. All right, now let's roll on the Black Knight
All right, switching out these dice.
for the
I just
missiles.
switched mine out
Let's
too.
first see how many of those missiles hit in the grouping. Our missile grouping table.
I'm on team.
Cluster.
Sorry, Timmy.
All good. All good. All
I'll get your
good.
back.
It's okay.
Use Team Christmas.
All right.
Yeah.
What is our
Nope.
clustering? Oh, our clustering is 5 missiles. So one group of 5 missiles will hit the. Give me a location.
All right, let's go Team Lightning. Nope.
Center torso. 5 damage to the Black Knight's center torso.
Team Spark.
Excellent.
And that ends my turn.
That ends the Scorpions. We can jump over to this side. You have the Kintaro to move or the Crab to move.
Now, question. The hot.
Hot. If you move, he may fall through. If you do not move, well, you're going to
You
have
may
to move
still fall
eventually.
through.
You need to adjust him as you
The
need to.
entire
So just-
landscape with
Right
you.
out here to make sure that we're in the right spot.
That's not
But when you do move, you're going to need to roll a dice to see if he
It was
falls
either
through.
move this way, or is that one?
Yeah.
Move this way, so it's
Okay.
like.
Turns your Kintaro. He's decently swift.
If he stays in the hot, will the hot consume him whole?
Quite possibly.
That is a good way to die. I would like to move him here.
All right, well, let's start doing that movement. Your first hex forward. Let's go ahead and roll a dice and see what happens.
Single.
Yep, one dice. Let's
Yep.
see what happens here.
on a 6.
You don't want a 6. That's what you don't want.
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Can I
How
spend
do you
intel?
You get this gain 5 heat that I'm going to put down here, so you're not going to be able to shoot everything with that guy.
Oh, too bad.
Because moving over lava generates more heat. So you move, and I am counting that as your origin square. So
Yeah.
when you move from this square, you're going to have to roll again.
Fine.
No, it's only when he enters.
Enters it? It's not when you exit?
Only when you
Okay,
enter.
never mind. So you will not have to roll.
That's very thoughtful.
Is it also difficult terrain?
No.
Okay. But that
I mean,
one is.
if
so
you
that was
fall
2
through,
more.
you have issues.
So you now move 3, 4.
Now, is this an axe?
That is an axe. She has, however, got 2 hexes of smoke between you and her.
We prefer to call it a hatchet.
If I do shoot into smoke, do the bullets not go
That's
through?
what it says.
Well, with 2 intervening hexes, you're going to have a penalty of 2 more added on to whatever your penalty would be. Now, if you use the SRMs on that Kintaro, you might. Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yes.
None of those are really
Continue.
usable for you there, but yeah, you may. If you do fire, you might miss, but it may be worth it to fire everything but your LRM-15 because that's your heat gap.
Let us
in the
do
long
that.
range.
Let us do that.
Though your chances of hitting are not particularly great.
If you
All I
jump
have to do.
through,
So we have 2, 2, and 3.
but it'll be harder.
We have 7 in modifiers, meaning that you need 11 to
Jumping
hit with
behind him
anything.
is a good move because I would be.
So you need an 11 or a 12 to hit.
Mom!
That
Yeah!
will not do it.
Mom! No! Mom! No!
That also will not. And last, or 2 more, sorry. That will not. And here we go, here we go. Last one, last SRM.
Oh,
11 or 12.
oh no. Oh no. Bugsy.
No, that will not do it.
Not a problem.
Now, we would hop over to this side, but I think that you still have another medium mech that hasn't moved.
And a hunter.
And the hunter tank, so you still got 2 more. This is the time to really put the hurt on your enemies.
Yes.
Both your crab and your hunter will get to act before the enemy does.
Right, currently.
So it's just a question of which you want to move now.
I would like to reach out and touch those rebels with
You
my
want-
tank.
Okay, reaching out and touching rebels.
I like this plan.
They got in the way.
9, 10, 11,
They
12,
have to die
13,
or retreat.
14, 15. That will be medium range.
15's long.
No, it's long range, so it'll be extra damage for the. Is that to each individual missile or to each cluster?
I would say the cluster.
Okay. Now, they did not move. The enemy has not moved, and you only have long range and indirect fire.
I would say just added to the total, so basically 2 extra missiles.
Gotcha.
Damage.
That is a good plan.
Because otherwise it'd be a little scary.
So you will only need 2 for the indirect. You will need 8s to hit because they have not moved.
Ugh.
The LRMs do not wipe out the poor motorcycle riding rebels.
Oh, there are motorcycles.
Yeah, they're a motorcycle gang.
Wheel.
They don't like your occupation.
Oh.
They didn't move last time because they were motorcycles and were too tired.
Open comms.
They were hungover from drinking last night
Oh.
because they couldn't handle bars.
Oh, I see. You see. You see.
Ow.
Your team.
Ow.
They're charming. You care about them. I don't care about my men, my women, my children, anyone.
Open comms, sir. I got jokes too.
Your crab will be the next to act. Your crab does have jump capability.
Oh, that's non-standard.
How about here?
You could jump right behind that scorpion.
I would love to do that. Roman.
Please do so.
Thank
then.
you. Oh.
And
Now may I
shooting him
hurt?
in the back is going to be very, very nasty. I think has a lot of heat sinks and is fully capable of alpha striking every single turn, even while jumping.
Let's do that.
You jump, so you've got an attacker penalty there of 3. You jumped.
He only moved 2 hexes.
You only moved 2 hexes, so we're at 4 and 5 forest.
Warnings. Just for that, more #zeal.
I was actually going to ask. So if I could have used the seal before I jumped up there, would that
But
help
see,
me?
the penalties that it helps you with, there's penalties related to heat.
Oh, he's not.
He's not running hot. So
Oh,
anyone who has
yeah.
a penalty related
So
to
I can.
heat,
Oh.
if you ever have a heat
Excellent.
penalty, use the seal.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
But since you did not, let's start at the top of your list. So with 5 is the total
5.
penalty. So you're going to need 9s to hit all the way down.
Except 7s for the pulses.
7s for pulses. So
No one's ever rolled a 7 or higher.
you need a 5 on your first weapon, the medium laser.
I mean, it's what, a 20 to 36 chance?
It's impossible.
10.
That will hit. Now we've got 3 that you will need 7s on following that.
7.
will hit.
Oh,
Large pulse
okay,
laser
wrong
number
one.
1.
8.
Is it?
It's
that's
8.
an 8. Yes. And large pulse laser number 2. That is not good.
7.
7.
Hits.
All right. So we have 2 pulse lasers and a medium laser location, or medium pulse laser location to roll. So give me hit locations on the rear of the Scorpion.
8.
8 on the rear is going to do the rear left torso. That will take the medium pulse laser damage of 6.
Alrighty, that is
That is
armor.
gone.
Second location for large pulse laser 1.
5. 5. 5. 5.
The right leg.
Plus 2. 5.
That's which?
That is 9 from a pulse laser.
Thank you.
Large pulse laser. And 1 more large pulse laser location. Also a left
9.
leg.
Left leg.
That's 1 internal.
1 internal possible critical. Will you roll for a potential critical on that leg, please? 6. Not going to be a critical.
What does it take to make it a critical?
Over a 7.
Over a 7.
Over a
No
I'll
one's
remember
ever rolled
that.
above a 7 in this game.
However, that is a tremendous amount of damage, which actually exceeded 20. But
Excellent.
it's extremely difficult to knock down a 4-legged mech.
So I'm gonna bank this one for my next roll.
Just like
I
those
like that
intels.
It is
Just
in fact
like Super
almost
Mario
twice as
World.
hard to knock down a 4-legged mech as a 2-legged one. Amazing how that works.
Well, that's what you
I
just
mean,
take
one
out
would have
2
never
legs.
thought such things would exist.
I can see it.
All right, let's get into the heavy phase now that the mediums have moved and the hunter has fired.
And
The
now
heavy
my
phase is gonna go over-
friends get to move in the heavy
They
phase
will,
eventually.
but unfortunately, because you just got to go, we've got to hop to this side of the
Yes,
table
want to remember.
and let a heavy move over here first.
Beautiful.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go, Leo?
I will go. I think. Yes, I'll go.
Alright.
Close comms. Mason, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm
Are
fine.
you sure? 'Cause I could really.
Warning. Had a great birthday yesterday. Thanks for asking.
Oh.
Now, hashtag get off my lawn.
Oh,
Thank you, chat.
we will be off shortly as soon as everyone's dead.
Thank you. I'm going to enjoy doing that one at the beginning of the next turn.
Yeah. You know. Are you sure you're
Just
okay?
focus on the mission. What do we need to do?
Okay.
You care too much. You care too.
Wow, I thought I closed my comms, but this eerie voice keeps sinking into my.
Leo, you have a tactical decision to make. You can go up and relieve Mason. You probably won't get a kill in, or you can jump behind that Kintaro and the 2 of us should be able to take it out. It'll be an easier hit on the Kintaro since it barely moved.
Take out the Kintaro.
I hate when you're right. Okay,
It's a hard call.
It is your decision to make.
I'm gonna jump back here.
Jumping back there, put yourself behind that Kintaro. You can pull that little dice out and change it over.
2.
Also a 2.
Gonna do the PPCs and medium lasers and use my hatchet. It's a hatchet, not an axe.
All right.
I would like to
what are we
undermine that
looking at
roll.
for modifiers on there. Let's see what we only
He
have
only
a
moved-
modifier of
He should be 0. 'cause
0.
you
Yep,
have
0,
2
2 hexes. So it's going to be exceptionally easy for you to hit. You only have to worry about your jumping.
I would like to use undermine.
But you want to use undermine? How many undermines do you want to use?
How many do I have? 4.
You have 4.
2.
2.
So
2 undermines
on-
are spent, or do you?
On which attacks?
Because
it's
you have
per
to do on
attack.
all of them.
Axe
On the axe and undermine.
and what was the other? What was what?
PPC.
PPC?
Yeah,
Medium
PPC.
laser?
Yeah.
Okay, one of your PPCs has one harder to hit, and your axe is one harder to hit.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, but everything else
We're
is going to be 6s. So let's nail some hits down on that poor Kintaro's rear side.
6.
6, that'll do it.
Medium laser. Give
Hit
another
one.
That's an 8.
Hit 2.
Nice.
You want to jump there?
Grab that real quick. That is also a hit.
Cool.
3.
3
Now-
maybe. Here's a hatchet for you.
Oh, it's PPC first.
Oh, BBC. Okay.
It's a 7.
BBC.
And not enough intel in the world for that one.
Not enough. Okay. My good friend Hatchet.
But the hatchet? That hatchet will definitely hit. All right, let's start at the top of the list for your first medium laser for a rear location on that Kintaro. We have a 9, which is going to be the left leg.
Going.
Next location is going to be also the left leg, again with the medium laser.
Okay, good grouping.
Nicely done.
And
And
an 8.
a left torso in the rear for the last medium laser. And then the hatchet.
13 damage.
Where?
Wait,
Ours TSM is activated from
if
last
it's
round.
Activated? Then
It's a 26 damage hit. So give me a location, 2 dice. 6. We are going to do 26
Right.
to the rear right torso of.
That's gone for the right torso.
Which means the
and
right arm is also part of that.
5 will. Does it have an XL engine?
Let's take a peek. Would you mind passing me the Kintaro?
7
Kintaro does have an XL engine. That means the Kintaro is now eliminated.
Yeah! Explosions and stuff. Yeah.
Kintaro, we salute you.
Alright, that bought us breathing room. Mason can drop back now. Well, but for the magma.
Still in the heavy phase,
Now I have to
we're going to
figure
hop
out what
over
my
to
move
your
is.
side. Your options are either your knight, your guillotine, or your infantry to act now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be too high.
I thought I could jump.
You could, but that would be all you could do. So if you wanted to do that, it would be jump 4 and just land there.
I see. So I could just jump 4 and then.
Then land there. That's it.
Okay.
'Cause you control your facing when you jump. So you can in fact land right next to the scorpion or right here on the screen. Basically any of these 2 hexes, but that's as far as you'll be able to reach. So you only have 4 hexes of jumping speed with that guillotine. Now jumping is going to make it about as difficult as it was for your crab. What kind of weapons available for the guillotine use? Everything available, but can you alpha strike without overheating? Let's see, 12 and...
Can I use the now this with overheating? I would use the zeal.
You can, in fact, will over by 3, so I wouldn't bother
No?
because you're only going to be over by 3, so it won't be enough to affect you.
I would have
Does
wasted
that
my
include
zeal.
the +4 heat for jumping 4 hexes?
Yes. Okay. That only puts him over by 3. Normally, he can continuously alpha strike without running over heat on that particular mech. It's one of the few that's actually stock designed well.
Wow.
It just doesn't have a lot of firepower for a heavy mech.
That is true.
So we did have the jump. He also has his mod under there, I believe is 2. Double checking. 2. So there's your 5 so far. So you're going to need 9s to hit with this guillotine.
+1 for the forest.
And then forest makes 10s. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attack rolls to make that you will need those 10s for. Miss. Medium laser 1. Miss. Medium laser 2.
That would have been 11.
11.
Yes.
An 11 will hit. 1 medium laser hit. Medium laser 3.
9.
And medium laser 4.
Oh.
And you also have a ER large laser for the last attack. You have hit with 1 medium laser. All right, so we have 1 medium laser hit. That's going to be the left side technically there, not the rear. So give me a hit location on the left side.
Aim for my leg. My other leg.
5. So we're going to do
Which one?
left arm's going to take the 5 laser. Left forward leg.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. Foreleg. I like that. It's the left foreleg.
That's a place that can take it.
Which gives me 16 legs.
And then we're going to bounce back over to this side of the table and let Melia and the Warhammer react.
One,
That's a full leg. And there's 3 on there.
4, 5, 6.
6. And Melia's
Facing
in the
that
woods. Okay.
Holding defensive 1 for the woods.
Okay.
And I will be unloading on the crab. I would like to put the smoke on top of Sokar. Prodigal, my apologies.
All right. Let's start with the non-smoke attacks first. The crab jumped 2, 3 squares.
So
3
plus
hexes.
2.
So penalty of 2 there.
4. I get to ignore its woods because of the active
To
probe.
Correct.
And then it is within 3 hexes, right?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, he is in fact 3 hexes
Right.
exactly.
So I will need 7s except 8s with the PPCs.
All right, hit it.
So PPC 1 will miss.
Use it.
I would like to use 3 intel to get that up to the 8.
3 intel used to get it up to the 8.
Thank you very much.
Thank
chat.
you, chat.
That one's a whiff.
All right.
But 2 7s for the medium lasers. That's a 10, and that's a 9. So both of those hit.
All right, and then let's get some smoke out for these missiles.
6 should because it's a hex.
You are targeting a hex. That's correct.
Is that 7?
And you targeted Sokar directly,
Yes.
or Prodigal. I'm sorry.
To give
he
him-
has the fancy new name now.
to give him extra protection. I'm going to go ahead and roll my locations so you can read them off while I do the damage.
You got it.
The PPC, the medium laser, and the medium laser.
Which
And
are
I'm not sure what hide and seek is going on.
I don't know. You're firing on. We're gonna call that the
Right side?
yeah, we'll call that the right side of the crab. So locations were which numbers again?
The PPC is the far left, 5.
PPC is going to be a right leg.
Oh, nice toenail polish you got there.
That is in fact a beautiful shade of pink on the toenail polish.
Is there?
Yeah, on that crab, it has toenail polish.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look.
Ah, take a
right
peek.
there.
The crab has pink
You can
toenail
actually
polish.
get closer to it. Maybe then you can get a good look.
Second location was the
These are both medium lasers.
medium
It's a
lasers.
10 and a 6.
Medium lasers left arm and right torso for damage.
Oh,
Warning. It looks like you need some new friends. They gave you some hashtag intel. Use it wisely.
Oh.
I do not blame you, but you should blame yourself for what's
Thank
going to
you,
happen.
You said right torso?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And there's a few more of these smokes we can put up there. No, I have all the smoke out on the battlefield. Minus these ones, so I'm going to use some improvised.
You gotta have some matches.
Yeah, those are also smoke.
I'm just going to drop them in here in this chaos.
Hopefully it'll give you a little bit of cover.
I got no cockpit up here. I can breathe in everything.
And Prodigal has just entered the next Cheech and Chong movie.
It'll make your escape look that much cooler when you jump out of the
All
smoke.
right, the Warhammer Windward still in the heavy phase. You have not acted with the knight and the infantry.
I can only choose one. Okay.
But being as there's no one else left to go, you're going to get to just which do you want to go first?
Oh, excellent. I would like my infantry.
All right, they may move or shoot.
Shoot.
That may be out of range. Let's see.
What if I reach out and touch them?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is the maximum range of those weapons that they're carrying. They reach out and touches for mechs. So,
Only mechs. I keep forgetting.
but they could still.
Those
I
small
think
little
infantry
mechs.
has shorter range.
They're shorter range. Let me double check his tweet. They're not 369s.
Thank you, fine.
Double checking. Weapon type.
This one, I had the same.
No, you're.
Open comps. Nice. Close comps.
Yeah, they're 246. You working? So yeah, they're out of range. The only person you could even conceivably hit would be this particular.
I
Warhammer.
think I'm at 7.
And even then, it's your probability of that unit needs to move.
How much can I move with them?
They can
They
move
have smaller
a hex.
legs than me.
They can move a hex.
It's move or fire with infantry.
Okay.
They're rallying
As
to
soon as Black Knight,
They're
as
rallying
soon
to
as
your
that
cause.
Black Knight goes, I'm gonna move some rebels, and then I'm gonna have a wonderful Clan Bolt airstrike come in, and then we're gonna start a new round.
This is the Black Knight
Nuts.
who can how this
That
is
Black
nothing
Knight
but-
is a mean,
No jumping,
mean
but
dude.
mean.
No jumping, but he's mean. Going down will only cost once. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4. You could keep going 5, 6 and get one closer, but that'd be a run. One harder to hit, but gets you closer.
Let's do it. Let's play a game.
All right. We have run. We have intervening woods. That puts there 3, 4.
No, it's just 3 because the
3.
one
Your
is
movement
my
is only
once.
1. Yep, it's 4. So your movement penalty is only 3 on those 2 hits. You have run a little overheat on that guy, so you might actually want to use that feel the zeal action this turn.
I would love to feel the zeal. Thank you,
Because you are currently.
universe.
If you feel the zeal, you could still fire all 3 large lasers with no penalty.
Wow.
Beautiful. Let's do that.
You go over that, and you will
This'll
have
hurt.
other heat effects to deal with.
Ah,
But you could fire all 3 and not worry about it.
let's do that, shall we?
All right, so you're going to need 7s to hit with that feel the zeal.
5, 10.
1, 2 to
That's
go.
more than 7.
2 more.
1, 2.
Not going to happen, and 1 more. 8.
8.
So 2 large laser hits
Ah.
will hit locations on the right side of the Warhammer. 2 locations.
Should be the front because
Is
I'm
the front?
facing that way.
Yeah,
just,
you're right. Front.
Just the tree.
Yeah, you turned to the front because you torso twisted to the crowd. So it's front. 2 locations.
7.
7 torso. Ooh, right in the center.
And
6.
6.
Does he have any damage bonus?
Right torso, not for feel the zeal.
Okay.
He ignores the penalties. He would have a penalty of 1 for heat, but he does not.
You said right torso.
Yes. In addition to that,
Where'd they go?
He's hearing things again.
Yeah, it would seem so.
he's very much hearing things.
So,
It's the heavy
Mason,
mechanism.
you're great at talking to people. Do you have any sort of background in psychology
head?
that's not in your dossier?
It's mostly in diplomatic situations. I'm not sure how to reason with crazy, except how to, you just respond with crazier.
I mean, the dossier does cover a long string of girlfriends. So, sure you don't know how to talk to crazy? Or you're just that good? I
All
won't
right.
tell any of them what you answer.
The rebels
Personal.
rocket their motorcycles
Conversation.
across the battlefield towards these exposed infantry troopers, screaming and firing rifles over their head. The sound of fast-moving aircraft
Well,
is the presence of the Clan Wolf airstrike from the provisional garrison cluster that has come in. They want you to get off their lawn. So 2 different areas of mechs make it straight. We're going to
I'm
hit.
happy.
Welcome to the party!
I can guess where they're going.
We're going to do a line here, and then a line here.
Aww.
Yes. All right.
Ouch.
So medium lasers on all of those individuals.
Who do you want to start with?
Let's start with the scorpion. Ow. Yes. We go ahead and roll some locations on yourself, sir.
You got it.
Ooh, 10. Your left arm,
7 points?
7 points.
Keep going.
Next one.
Oh, okay.
You have like 6 to roll.
All right, 5.
5. Yep, you have multiple locations to roll, sir. So right leg for another one.
So the right leg is internal.
Okay, possible critical on that one. We'll get back to it. I'm going to
Center
write that
torso.
down. Center torso for the next set.
Oh, you can definitely take that.
And we'll do your other 3 from the second run right now because we're on you, and that takes care of both airstrikes on you.
4.
That's going to be the right arm. 2 more.
4 or 5.
The right leg.
The right leg is gone.
All right, right leg is completely gone. And then the last one, sir.
6.
That would be the right torso.
So it'll be 9 total because 2 transferred.
All right, we're gonna hit the guillotine next.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Give me a hit location on your guillotine.
11.
That's gonna be the left arm of the guillotine. Take 7. Next location on the guillotine.
It's excited. 9.
Left leg on the guillotine.
Oh.
And last one on the guillotine is
Seven.
center torso. Then we do have 3 hits on the crab as well from the airstrike.
8. 9.
9 is the left leg of the crab.
2.
That is a possible critical. Roll for another location. It's going to be a possible critical
8.
to the 8 torso, which takes the damage. We roll for that critical right
So
now.
left torso.
Left torso takes in the hit, and it will be taking.
Ooh.
That's a 12 for the
12.
critical hit confirmation. So that torso takes, I believe, 3.
3, yeah.
3 critical hits to that torso.
Oh.
Nice.
You have 1 more location.
One more location before we do those 3 critical hits to the torso.
7.
Center torso. So let's pull up that crab wherever he's at, and let's look at that left torso there. Give me a die first to see which end it's going to be
Tell
in.
me he has
Single?
an XL engine.
So give me 1d6 first. We're going to be on
3.
table 1. Now give me a d6. If it's anything but 1, 2, or 3, re-roll it.
3.
That's an engine hit on this crab. He's going to be generating more heat now.
Does he have anything but an XL engine in the side torso?
He's got double heat sinks,
Okay.
so he might not lose completely.
All right. Just asking because you said there
You've
was
got
a
2
reroll.
more locations, so give me 2, 1 more d6.
Me?
Yep.
One and
one
one.
at a time.
Okay.
1 and 1. Give me 1, 3, and so first table
3.
3 and 3. That's another engine hit. So 2 engine hits.
Ooh.
You take another engine hit, and the crab is eliminated. Last critical hit. Roll another 1 dice. It will be on table 2 this time. Anything but a 3, 4, or 5. Re-roll.
6.
5.
5. You have lost a double heat sink.
Oh. No.
In addition, you are now producing an extra 10 heat every turn from those engine hits. So that crab is running really, really hot right now.
I will pick him up.
It's like a
He
boy.
is burning up. It's a boiler room inside of that.
Sometimes you have to burn.
Guaranteed.
And is the Black Knight in the strafing run as
The
well?
Black Knight is also going to be in the strafing run because it's a strip of 5, but it's only 1 strafing run. So let's do 3 locations on the Black Knight as well. We have a 10, which is going to be the left arm of the Black Knight for 1.
8.
Left torso,
And 5.
right leg. All 3 locations hit by a strafing run from Clan Wolf Air Support. Get off my lawn.
Sky Wolves.
Well, bugger.
And you finished the round, so the start of the round once again is going to be going to our 3-legged mech. Now you lost a leg. There is the possibility that you might fall.
And I'll
However, on a 4-legged mech, it is very difficult for you to fall.
I am going to jump on that crab.
You want to death from above
Yep.
the
Well,
crab.
you have to roll to
But
see if you fall
didn't
first.
fall first.
5.
5. Yeah, you're still on your feet because you're on a quadrupedal mech.
Do it. Do it.
Death
11.
from above is an 11.
Yep.
Got 1, 2. Yeah, that's. We have
11.
a
Can I
successful death from above.
Can I launch some DCCs when I drop?
Not. It's either death from above.
It's one or the other.
Okay.
Death from above.
May I have it?
Let's see if it is a
That's-
death.
Yeah, see if it's actual death first. Wow, I have not done one of these in the game. Wow. What's your tonnage over there?
55.
Does it count the leg?
Divide
that you're
by
missing?
10 times by 3.
Oh, okay, so 5 by 10 times by 3.
So
17. We're gonna do
17.
17 damage, and is that...
In 5
It's on the
point
punch
groups.
location, correct?
Yes.
Punch
5 point
location,
groups.
5 point groups. So, you go ahead.
Also, the target mech moves 1 back.
Yep.
Ooh. Let's do this first. Because this poor crab is going to have a really bad day right about now. All right, the tribe, let's just do the impact. So we've got, they're groups of 5, correct? For the
Yes.
damage. So we have 4 groups, 1's 2. So group of 5, number 1, roll a d6. 2. That's the left torso.
5.
Right arm.
6.
Head. So 5, 5, and 5 on those. Give him 1 second to catch up. And then 2 to the one more location. 2. Left torso. That is a head hit on that crab. Let's you grab 2 dice and see if your pilot's even conscious to worry about the rest of this stuff.
Just don't snake eyes.
8.
8. Okay, he is not unconscious. So we did that damage. Let's do
gonna
some
feel
damage
this.
to. Let's work out the damage to you, and then we're gonna do the fall.
Alright.
Is that fair?
Yep.
Okay. So damage to legs. If it's the kick location table for the damage
Yeah.
you get from above.
Um,
And then we determine if he fell
So he does not fall
because he was successful in
because
the
he was
attack.
successful.
But still, damage to the legs is the
Still
same
damage
amount.
to the legs.
17 divided as a kick location table. So if you will give me 4 kick location
and
tables
it's
on
a quad.
yourself.
Just roll a d6 for the 3 legs he's got.
Yeah, you're right. So leg 1, so 4 leg, back right, and back right.
So back right does not exist. So how much was that back right total?
7, 5 and 2.
5 and 2. So that would be 2. It was 5 first and then 2. So there'd be 2 crit rolls there.
2 possible criticals, 2 critical
Yes.
rolls.
And where were the other 2?
1 more die. See if it's critical.
9.
The other ones were right front. So
front.
right arm.
Thank you.
So not a critical for those ones, and 1 more possible critical location on yourself. 10. That you will inflict a critical hit on yourself on whichever one penetrated second.
At least
That's
we
the
got
right
one critical
torso.
today.
Right torso. So you're going to inflict a critical hit on your right torso. So roll a. Find your right torso. And see which table you're going to roll on and what you hit.
5.
Second
Second table.
Oh, no.
Oh, got to figure out which
Second
table
half.
first. So you're on second table.
half, then roll 1 more.
Now we're on 6. Your PPC is still active.
2.
A double heat sink.
You only lost a heat sink. Only lost a heat sink.
Best
You still have
thing
your
to hit there.
PPC.
Best thing.
Best result you could have possibly gotten on it. Now we're going to do this fall. The crab pilot is pushed back by Hex. Now by being pushed back a Hex, he falls to
The waters.
So I'm guessing 17 damage.
It's gonna be. He's the same weight. But let's give me that. Give me a piloting check first. Yeah.
11.
This hurts. You are conscious. 17 damage. We're gonna divide to this mech. You fell on the left side. Let's do German facing.
Sure.
Give me a
1d.
d6.
1.
Okay. You didn't change. Okay, so that'd be face first then.
Okay.
Face first. Give me 3 or 4 hit locations. Center torso.
2.
Roll that 2 again. It's possible criticals.
8.
All right. Roll to see if it is a critical on the left torso.
And that is a 9.
It will be a critical on the left torso. So
Well,
you took a center torso
The
hit.
second one for the left torso as well because it's through.
All right. So give me another critical hit roll on that left torso.
Is
So,
6.
okay, so still only 1 critical hit on the left torso, and then you've got 1 more 2 damage group on that mech
And 10.
at the left arm.
Left arm is 5.
Oh, there's still a 2 point. Oh, group. Sorry.
8.
That's
2 more to the
another-
left torso.
That's another crit roll.
So possible criticals. We have 1 on the torso already. 8.
Eight.
So 2 critical hits on the crab's left torso. So grab your crab sheet, take a peek at him. We're gonna see left torso. Let's find it. Right torso. Let's just see. You can only hit this one side, so you're gonna take 2 engine hits from that, which you've already taken 2. Crab's out of the fight. Engine down.
Ballsy, but it paid off. Good job, Prodigal.
That was very gutsy. Strong move.
Where do you want to be facing after
Oh,
your
yeah,
jump,
you
by
choose.
the way? I'm just saying because your ass is hanging out towards that black knight.
Let's
Right here. Spacing these 2.
Excellent. Now he would have had a chance to, immediately follow up, or your Kintara would have, but both of your medium mechs are dead, leaving only your tank as an option for something to move at this point. So your tank may move or fire.
I would
Or
like
do
to
both.
fire.
Fire?
I can fire and move?
You could.
Oh, because he's not the.
but he doesn't really
And-
gain any benefit
Yeah.
from moving.
So
Don't forget that you do have fever, so that the things that are running hot,
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to. That's going to help
and
you
that
in the
one
next
head
run.
hit, you wouldn't have had to make a consciousness check.
Oh, good call. Thank you.
how is this crab? Can I hit this crab?
That
crap
fellow,
there.
he's in a lot of smoke and trees. It will be very difficult.
Then I would like to hit the Axeman who did the favor of taking away
Axeman,
my son.
are you using your infantry as a spotter?
That's
then?
the only spotter he's got.
I know.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Thank
Well, then
you.
you're going to have to worry about the indirect fire penalty, and the Axeman's got a little 3 next to her.
I think it should be a 2.
It should only be a 2?
There's you only move 3 hexes with the
Oh,
jump.
okay. So 2 but it jumps 3. So the penalty's 2 there. Indirect fire makes it for 3, and then the penalty for these bad guys.
They-
moving out
they
there.
move,
They move. So
so
that's penalty is 4. So you're going to need an 8 to hit with that LRM.
But I have anti-missile systems. What do I do with them?
They fire automatically if he
3.
hits.
3, you will not. Unfortunately, that tank is having a real bad day on accuracy.
Your anti-missile system is disappointed.
They do have a lot of anti-missile system stuff floating around, so it wouldn't. All right, we're going to go into the heavy phase. One of our 2 pilots over here.
Melia?
I got nothing fantastic.
They're
It
so
has
cute.
toenails!
It's very cute.
I don't know if y'all can see this or even.
I'll tweet it out.
Sarah!
Look at those cute little toenails.
They're super cute!
Look at those cute little toenails.
Alright, so I walked. What is the penalty to hit the Black Knight?
1.
So I'm just at a +2 because the active probe negates
Negates
the
the
one
trees. One of the trees.
Well, the trees in my own hex don't
Don't
count.
count you, so you only have 1 between you and him.
Correct. And then the smoke I would like to put between us. So he has to cross through the smoke to get a target.
Understood.
Actually, you're in that hex, so you're vulnerable, right? I'll put the smoke on the Black Knight.
Putting the smoke on
I'm
the Black
still
Knight.
in
Yeah.
the smoke right here.
I thought you were there now.
Yeah,
Okay, so
same
you're on
thing.
top of the dead guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're.
So yeah.
So is that's out of the smoke now?
Well, it's still in smoke because the entire
entire
plateau-
thing. I
Oh,
didn't
just out
have.
of smoke.
Well, they're squished in around because
Oh, I didn't realize it was one of the space that I was on.
this entire little
Okay.
peak
Five,
is
five,
clouded in smoke.
and 7.
It's the filming location for the next Cheech and Chong flick.
All right, so I need 5s for the
green, so
PPCs
yeah.
and 7s for everything else.
All right.
So PPC 1 will hit. PPC 2 will hit.
Oh boy.
The
Undermine.
All right, medium lasers is what's left. Medium laser 1 will hit with a 11. It needed
used
an
by
8.
1. Okay.
Next medium laser will hit with a 9, and the SRM, which is smoke, it will miss and go off into the distance.
Oh boy. Okay, so you want to
'Cause
be
I-
laying smoke down on the Black Knight.
It's all good.
However, let's roll some hit locations for that Black Knight.
Alrighty. Actually, one of you like to roll my hit location so I
you
can
can do the
I'll
handle
do it
damage.
with your fancy dice.
Thank you so much. So PPC 1
It is a 5.
is a 5. We are looking at the front arc on that Black Knight. That's going to be the right leg of the Black Knight.
Whoa, that was entered wrong. How much armor does it actually have?
Let me
on its
double check.
leg? Because it does not have 1,800 armor.
Are you sure about that?
It's 20 on the legs.
The app is never wrong.
So
There's
it's
a
down
buff.
to 3 is what it
Oh,
is.
sorry, hang on. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
18. No, it's 1,800. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I think it's
That's
right.
18 is actually the armor.
So it's 18. So it's taken 15 total. So it should be down to 3 then. Or no, sorry, it's taken 17 because it took a.
Alright, so I missed it. There's 20 on the legs, so it has 17 on the right remaining. You said?
So it has 1 left.
1 left? Alright, I've got that corrected on the sheet.
All right. Let me do.
Is the rest of the limbs off on that one?
I will check in a moment.
Let's double check.
Wow!
That one's right. That one's right. Yes.
Good enough. All right, next 10
Look
points.
at the toes. Oh, here.
All right, next location.
8.
8 is going to be the left torso.
Left torso.
Seven, center torso for the mid laser.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's up.
And that's,
Is that it? I just.
I'm not sure.
One more.
One more, 5. Okay.
Which ones were you?
That's the right leg for the last mid laser.
All right, so the right leg's a possible.
All right. You roll for a possible critical, sir.
Sure.
This is a
2
Ooh,
crits.
let's-
2 criticals to the right leg.
Wow,
possible.
wow, wow.
Let's go ahead and find your right leg here. On your Black Knight. Yep.
I think you have
I
the
have
sheet.
it. I've got it. I stole it from
Thank you, Rob.
I'm evil.
The 3
No.
and the 5.
So 3 for the right leg is going to be a lower leg actuator and a heat
5.
sink.
All right.
You are okay other than running a little slow, but you have the advantage that when you run hot, you move faster, so just keep that knight hot and you'll keep the same speed.
Speaking of, I am now finally hot.
Yep. Usually,
Is it the
Toasty?
guillotine?
yeah, that's the guillotine. You're
So,
good.
question about that.
Yeah, I slowed my heat because I had no physicals.
Absolutely, you could
Just
do
checking.
that. That is exactly what he did to your crab. If you really want to go that way, you can. You crazy, marvelous, wonderful person. You.
Thank you, robot.
Still in the heavy phase, the Warhammer is gone. We're going to come to your side. You may use either the guillotine or the Black Knight or the infantry.
I would like. To jump on top of the scorpion.
So the guillotine would like to jump on top of the scorpion.
It sounded like fun. It looked like fun. And I want to try.
All right, well, it means we'll be forgoing shooting, just jumping on him. Gonna need the modifier is 6, so you're going to need a 10 if you want to try to hit him.
He went up and he rolled out of the way.
He was playing possum. Oh my God! He went from a swag shot valley
All right.
to complete humanity.
We're gonna determine your facing from a fall. Ouch.
Luck is on your side.
Indeed.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I can't step
All right, give me a D6 to see your facing after a fall.
6.
Your new facing is 1 hex side left. So we turn to the left. I'm just gonna put you in the trees.
Yes!
That's
Aw.
just a chaos mountain up there. Remind me to never put trees on top of a mountain again.
It looks like when you're like scuffling and yet the dust is flying in old cartoons.
It really does.
Just fist pumping out stars.
Scratches.
That means that the hit location is going to be on the front, and the guillotine is a 70-ton mech.
Oh.
Just tell me where to apply it.
So we're gonna do this groups of 5 also on that one. Would it be
Groups of 5.
groups of 5? And we're looking at 18, 7 to 21 damage,
Okay.
right?
It's just falling damage.
Oh, it's only falling damage. Yeah, it's not the damage. So
So it's just
only
his
one
tonnage
level.
divided
So
by
tonnage divided by so
7. Should be 7.
should be 7. It's divided by 10.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 damage, 2 locations. Location 1. 11 is going to be the left arm on the guillotine. For 5 points.
6.
And 2 points to the right torso on the guillotine.
7.
Gutsy, man. Very, very,
Good news
very
is it did not
gutsy.
shoot.
Very important.
Now we're going to see what the Axeman does in response to this craziness.
Yeah. Can I jump up here? Is that what? Is
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Anything within your reach of jumping hexes, which is
Finding
4.
out exactly where the guillotine is would be good, so you know where to jump for that hatchet.
Oh yeah. Where? Can we remove the smoke?
I'll tell you what.
And just
let's
assume the
stuff-
smoke is in those.
Let's clear up a little
It's
space.
implied
For the,
smoke.
that's the one I need. It's right there.
That is just within range for a jump.
I can't push him in the trees. This is as much as he's getting.
All right.
But we can clear out some of this stuff so people aren't in weird spots. If these trees were to the right. There. Pure chaos.
Yeah.
I like
Just
to
the
just
way we like
laying down like George Michael Bluth style on the.
He's planking in the trees.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump up.
Eventually, all trees become planks.
All of them.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. You could fight easy.
Greenpeace must hate you.
Only a
Modifier will
Sith
be,
deals in
move 4,
absolutes.
so 1 and jump 1, so 2. Modifier is 2. However,
If you want, you should be able to put yourself one closer,
you can't.
Oh,
You could be.
so you can physical.
So it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
You could
yeah.
have landed right
I'm gonna do
there.
that.
Which is still the same number traveled. You just traveled in a slightly different direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna do PPC, medium lasers, all my medium lasers, and I'm gonna do another hatchet thing.
Okay. Now, because there is
Got
smoke
that
and
close.
trees, do they stack?
Yes.
I would
Right.
+2.
So there's going to be a penalty of 2 for that.
also
You're
undermine.
jumping.
I would like to undermine the axe, and I would like to undermine whatever the.
You only have 2 left, so use them up.
I'm using them.
Okay.
Yes.
The axe is getting undermined.
And what were your other attacks? I
3
apologize.
medium lasers and a PPC.
What do you recommend, Robot?
The PPC. It's the big
PPC.
guy. Okay. So the axe and the PPC have 1 more modifier than normal.
Thank you so much, kind Robot.
So for the start at the top.
6 on top of your skill is what you need,
6 on top of your so your skill is 3. So you need 9.
Nines.
and then 10s for the big guys.
All right. 9's for the medium lasers. 10's for the big guys.
3 did not make it. Another one.
Medium laser.
4 did not
Medium
make
laser.
it.
Medium laser. Nope.
Six.
All right. Now the big guys.
Alright.
10 on the PPC. Come on.
PPC!
No. But the axe.
And that's a -1, the axe too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why they rolled at 10s instead of 9s. They're hard to
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Not
God.
enough
And not enough intel on all the
There's
land.
nothing.
Not for that low roll. Oh man. Bad luck.
I know.
Bad luck.
But it looked good.
I looked really
Bouncing
cool.
back to your side, you have both the Black Knight and the infantry to choose from. One. You'd have to turn for 1, and then up on top would be 2, 3.
Not a jumper,
Can't jump up that one. That was
but
the end of the
I
line.
can hit up here.
You could shoot him from there. You could also shoot him from down there if you so chose. You did not have to advance to shoot him.
Oh,
You could just turn to chop him. If
but,
you so
but I
wanted.
also have to keep him moving to keep him hot, correct?
No, if you just shoot a lot, he'll stay hot.
Oh,
He's
awesome.
carrying enough
Wonderful then.
lasers.
Yeah, sure.
and
He's carrying enough lasers that just shooting will do the job for him. Especially because he lost a heat sink last trip.
I feel so unloved.
Let's do it.
They are really concentrating fire.
I mean, I'm the better target.
So are you firing at the scorpion then?
Yes,
I'm
I'd
the
love
easy
to.
target.
I would again recommend all 3 large
That's
lasers
true.
because you ignore
That's
that
right.
wonderful
I guess you're
heat
not
penalty.
black.
Absolutely, yes.
However, you are going to be going over to the point where you would be at -2 movement points now, but you compensate for your buff with 1. So you're going to be at -1 movement. Plus the -1 for losing that actuator means that you're going to be at movement of 2. Okay, you'll be at movement of 2 next turn. As long as you're okay with that.
Thank you.
You may fire the 3 large lasers and you will do that, but you're going to be really slow next turn. You won't even be able to go anywhere. But we're looking at 3, 4. That's not going to hit. 8.
Did he walk or just
walked.
Okay. So it's 4 on top of his.
So that hits, and then last one. No, so we have 1 large laser hit on the left side of the scorpion. So give me a hit
At least
location.
it's the side that can take it.
5. Left arm is going to take the large laser hit. And then we'll be moving on from the Black Knight to, let's see, the Warhammer.
No,
Warhammer's active, so it's just the infantry left. Only our pure, tiny little infantry guys.
I would like to. What is their range again?
up to 6.
Up to 6. So that guy moved 3. So
I'm
we
in
actually
long
have that.
range. My recommendation is do the reach out and touch someone.
I can't use it on that guy, I thought.
No, can only use it on mechs.
Given that all the mechs are in short range and now in short supply, I would say that to be fair to Chat who purchased it, he should be allowed.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. I will let you reach out and touch someone at this point with them.
And that allows
That
me
means
to...
that it's going to hurt more if you do hit.
Okay, I would like to reach out and touch my good friend who deserves it.
All right. Well, you are looking at long range and in the woods. Means that you're going to need a 9. Miss.
Thank you.
But man, was that a close one. It's not over yet. You are doing
Suddenly
all
missing
right.
our configuration with those machine guns.
I bet you are. And I believe that was the last mech to go.
Yep.
So we go back-
Rebels.
Rebels. The rebels go before the turn ends. The rebels are going to advance.
Aww.
And because they're motorized, they can ride right up there and shoot those guys.
Excellent.
Are they using guns or crowbars?
They are using guns and crowbars.
Yeah. And
They are
baseball bats
multi-talented,
against the net.
baseball bats, chains, and the like. And they definitely hit that infantry unit. So let's wipe out some guys. We're going to do a random determination as far as damage goes because they're weird. Damage versus conventional infantry. We're going to roll that.
So
1 and 3 of the infantry soldiers have been killed in that unit.
It's fine. They mean nothing. They know why they're here.
How do they just blindly follow you?
That mostly will affect when you are firing. You will do less damage with them now because less
They aren't
missile
blind.
troops are firing.
They see more than you. They see the future. They are forever.
And I believe we are back to the top, which should be Mason and the Scorpion.
Alright.
That giant guillotine tried to jump on you and ended up landing face down between you and Leah.
But I'm no good right here close.
yeah, your movement
It's
is
down by
effective.
1. Yeah.
Yep, you did lose a leg, however.
There it is. And I can't drop down there. Can I move over here? Can I drop down there?
You
Can
do
I
have
see
jump.
Over here.
Do you not have jump?
No, I have. I still
He has
I
jump.
have jump.
Yes, jump.
I think he's down to only 4 jump though.
Did you lose one on the leg?
Yeah, because there's a jump.
Okay,
to the
yep.
leg. He's 4'6'4", just like you, Leo.
Wow, 2 peas in a pod.
That's us.
Hey, at
Wow.
least you guys can get up on top of that little hill.
Are you jealous?
A little.
There.
Oh boy.
Then I am going
Rest.
to go. That's a big truck there.
I'm gonna trust you guys to handle that guillotine.
Yeah, we're trying.
Not much I can do. I'm just gonna jump over to there's that guy over there.
Oh yeah, there's a little tank hiding in the ground there.
Yep, that's what that crab gave me. Yeah, this is the horrible spot to be in. Well, fuck
So,
it.
just out of
I'm just
curiosity,
gonna go with this.
Mr. Recurring Comstar,
Is there a level?
whatever you are,
Yes.
2 down. So you got
what
damage.
happened to the poor innocent soul that was here before we got here?
There's no such thing as innocence.
Jumping?
You know that.
Jumping
Jumping
over
into the
yonder?
trees?
Yep.
No, I'm
smell the
very
blood on
well
your hands.
aware that they're innocent.
I bet if I pull this up and flip it.
And yes, I have
but I
more
still
blood
want
on
that
my
covered.
hands than
Oh yeah, I just
either of
installed
my
trees. It just
lancemates
is room
here.
for the
All right.
But
many. Which
I'm
way you
still
want to be
curious
facing?
what you did with
Towards the
them.
knight or towards the tank?
Towards
Made
the
them go away.
night,
Towards the knight.
but I'm gonna hit that
Like-
dead spider button.
You're hitting the dead
Take a
spider
guess.
button.
You're smarter
it's
than
upside
this.
down, so it's the dead spider button.
Sure, but I'm not in the habit of guessing if I don't have to. So, did you put
And
two in
I'm
the
in
back
the
of
rear
their skull?
nope, I'm just
No,
on
be
the
the
side.
Or
left side. All right,
are they
22,
just
you're at
going
3
off
hexes.
to
You
some
jumped.
farm?
His modifier is none.
They don't have eyes anymore.
Let's use all of it so I can just.
Do they
take
still
that
have a tongue at least?
and negate the?
We can fix the
that's The first
eyes.
one's the ERPPC.
That's going
But
to hit.
if you shipped them off to some
And
farm,
the
that just
pain.
means that while my
Eight.
friends go for repairs,
One,
I
two,
have to
three.
go in
You're
and
within minimum range, so penalized by
get a little
3,
dirty.
which is going to make you miss
if your
by
lance is
1
out
and
here-
2. If you want to burn 2 intel, you will hit.
2 intel for the.
All right, 2 intels hit, and you will hit with both weapon systems on the left-hand part of the Black Knight.
Black Knight?
So give me a PPC location first on that Black Knight.
5.
That will be the left arm of the Black Knight.
There we go. It still has armor left.
Still has armor left. It is a stout mech, that is for sure. Then LRMs, give me a cluster location first. We're at 11. Wow!
That should be all of them.
11 is all 15, so 3 groups of 5s hit with those missiles on the Black Knight. First group. Group 1
9.
is going to do 5 points to the left leg.
6.
Group 2 is going to do 5 points to the left leg.
7.
Left torso on that one.
So left leg, left torso?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the left torso is internal?
All right, possible critical on the left-hand torso of the Black Knight.
Send him away.
7, just under. Ooh. Well done. Transfer to this side of the table. You got the hunter that can go at this point.
Now the hunter, only long-range attacks. So this classifies as 15 to 21 people.
Is long range.
But that's all I can
Anything
use,
less,
correct?
It's all it uses is that particular weapon there. So you generally want to fire at the guy that's furthest away, mostly because if they're within 6, it's an additional penalty to hit. It's harder. But you basically have 2 options for targets. The
Plus
rebels,
He can also back up.
you could quite easily back up to make it less than 6 if you wanted to, but you keep in mind this whole hilltop is smoke. So if you back up, your only viable target will then be the Scorpion or firing over the hill at the warhead.
How much can I move this one?
Well,
I'm
when
not
you-
familiar with the
The movement on this guy, it's 5'8", but you can't do the 8 speed going backwards. Reverse isn't full speed.
I mean, if that takes him off the battlefield and away from us, I'll be happy to let him do the 8.
4.
Doesn't matter which way if I'm trying to hit this one over here.
Not particularly.
I think it has a turret, or does it?
Just long range.
Just
No,
try and
okay.
keep yourself in the front, you know.
Yeah.
Just moving back 3.
Like to shoot this.
That's the guy you want to shoot
Yes,
at. All
please.
right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Medium range.
Medium range, so there's a penalty of 2. Movement's penalty 1. 1 here.
He's doing direct fire, then there's the other tree as well.
Tree 4. And then his penalty of 1. 5. 6. You're going to need 10s to hit with that LRM.
Reach out and touch.
Reach
Yeah.
out and touch someone used. You will do extra damage if you do hit.
What do I need?
You need a 10.
Possible.
Ah!
Not
That's too
White.
less than I wanted you to be, but I forgive you. It's okay.
Wow.
I always like you. I failed.
Put me in your mouth.
You will one day succeed.
I look like a cube candy. Ew. I'm like a salt lick. Surprises me, Cutlet. I got magic powers in the afterlife.
So, heavies?
Let's keep going. Anyways, let's transfer to this side. So one of you two, please go. Before this gets any weirder.
Because if you just attack, you don't have to worry about your jumping as a penalty to hit.
Okay, yep, I will disengage 2 heat sinks, I believe.
Oh, and just let the poor guy have it?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Start at the top. He hasn't.
Lasers.
He gets the movement from last round, which would be 1, and then the smoke in the woods. So,
So you need 6s.
I don't have any undermines, correct?
Yeah, the undermine should be spent. You just used the last 2 on her last
Yes,
round.
correct.
Yeah!
She needs 6s.
So it's a 5 and
Whatever.
a 1 in the smoke.
Not a smoke.
Even if you roll 1, it's still 6. So 6
It's 1! It's 1!
First one hits. Second
It
hits.
always works out.
4 miss.
Is it for medium lasers?
Medium laser.
Nah.
Third one hits. So 2 medium lasers have hit so far. Pew pew cannon is also a hit, and then the axe.
Is a
4.
I would burn
Burn
intel.
those.
Yeah.
That's 3 intel. Burn all 3 you
Burn
want to hit
it.
with that axe.
I'll burn it.
All right, so we've got a PPC, 2 medium lasers, and an axe for locations. This is the rear because he's face down.
Oh, damn.
I believe that is how that works.
Yeah, he's face down.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, he rolled on his landing was on his face.
9.
So medium laser is going to do 5 to the left leg.
8.
That's going to be the other medium laser hits the left torso for 5. PPC is going to hit the right arm. No worries.
Right arm?
Right arm for the PPC. He's still enduring. That is one tough night. And then the axe.
26 and
11.
Left arm on the axe.
I'm pretty sure the
26.
left arm is 26.
I am certain the left arm cannot take
7 for
26.
transfer.
Wilhelm,
All right.
His name is Wilhelm?
It's Wilhelm.
did you hear that?
Yes,
And
it's
that
me,
will go
Wilhelm.
internal on...
Will you roll me a possible critical on his torso? 8. That will be 1 critical hit on the left torso of the Black Knight. So let's pull up the Black Knight
Guillotine.
sheet. There's the guillotine. Sorry, you're correct. My fault. Guillotine, left torso. So 1 through 6 to determine table. Not you, sir. Your attacker.
Sorry.
Table 1. Okay, and
No, he
then
does 1.
it can only be
3.
3. One of your heat sinks. One of those 6 heat sinks is now gone. So let's put a line through one of these 6 heat sinks, which is pretty much all you can knock out of that torso. It's loaded with them. But he does have 25 single heat sinks in that map.
Oh boy.
We are still in the heavies. That was the extra. So you have either your Black Knight, or your guillotine, or your infantry.
So the
Question.
guillotine is fallen down, so it's actually 1 phase slower.
Oh, yeah, correct. So he's going to be in the assault phase. So we're either going to use your infantry or your Black Knight now. I would strongly suggest using that Black Knight.
So, and actually you get a bonus movement from the heat.
Yes, so I've
Because-
incorporated that in, which is how he is able to move. That's it. All he can do. Because he's a little slowed down.
Can I get
Fortunately,
shot?
even with the increased heat.
Okay.
His heat high, and he has the heat penalty.
And
Sorry.
he has the leg.
Feel it. That's a scorpion.
Yep.
In a
They
tool of
stack
two,
up
but-
together.
Yes, this one. That's the Black Knight.
And you are currently
My good friend
at
Martin Lawrence.
I will avenge you.
That was
I
King
would
Arthur's
strongly
sword.
suggest, because he's close range. He is close range. I would simply fire the 4 medium lasers so that you don't run too hot.
Yes. Yes.
Because you are already running
1,
very hot in that Black Knight.
2, 3, 4.
And that's your best option for sheer number of attacks.
Are you gonna show restraint now?
Jump.
1, 2, that.
Should be a +5 for trees.
Yeah. You're going to need 8s to hit. 1, 2, yep, they're all insurance. 8s to hit with all 4 attacks. Miss 1. Medium laser misses. Miss 2, medium laser misses. Miss 3, medium laser misses. And one more, fourth medium laser. Oh my god! Fourth medium laser misses.
So lucky.
It is hard to hit the scorpion through the trees.
That old saying.
If it's not, it is now.
You know, son, it's hard to hit the scorpions in the trees.
I believe it is the Warhammer that is next.
Alrighty.
Aren't I also, do I only have one zero
1,
left?
2,
too?
3,
Or do I
4,
use
5,
two
6. And I will again unload except for my SRM.
Ooh.
So it did not move for any penalty.
There's
I
no
ran
movement
for
penalty.
+2, so I need 5s on the PPCs and 7s on the medium lasers.
Correct.
Alright.
5s and 7s.
PPC 7 hits. PPC 4, I'll burn 1 intel.
1 intel burn.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you so very much, Chuck. That has definitely made a huge difference on this
Oh
side
yes.
of the table.
Medium laser 1, 7. Yes, that hits. Or no. And the other one hits with 8.
All 4 weapon systems hit the Black Knight rear arm.
And if one of you would be so kind as to roll my hit locations, I will take care of the damage.
Alright, first one, is that a 1 or
An 8.
No, it's an 8 or 7. No, 8. Sorry, 8.
All right, we have the rear left torso of the Black Knight.
That was the PPC,
Correct.
so that's internal.
All right. I'm gonna write left torso. I'll have you do your own criticals after you do the damage.
All right.
Second location is
9.
going to be a left leg.
Alright, no armor left there, but did not go internal.
And the 2 lasers,
11.
we have a left arm.
That's internal.
All right, writing that down. So far, left arm and left torso have possible criticals. And then the last location, that is going to be the left arm again.
Alright, still there, but
So twice on that table. So we have 3 possible criticals.
thank you. So left,
Left
torso.
torso.
No. Left arm.
Yes.
2 and left arm. No.
All right, so 2 critical hits to the left arm of the Black Knight. Borrow that from you, sir. You can only hit the first grouping on that.
Alright, so the 4 and the 5.
That will be the medium laser and the hand actuator on that Black Knight.
Ha! Can't use a club now.
I've never seen you so
But you are
passionate.
still up and standing. It is
Yeah,
just
that
a
last
pleasure.
part is the problem. It's still standing.
Which, will you give me a piloting check, please? Yes,
Yeah.
I know. Wanted to make sure you didn't get knocked down. It does happen.
I appreciate
Mechs
it.
do fall in this show. It does happen. All right, that was the Warhammer and the heavies. We're back onto your side with heavies, which will be your infantry troops.
And now, can I use the guillotine again?
He's using the assault phase, so he has to go after the infantry
Oh, okay,
troops
okay.
because being prone makes him slower than he usually is. So he's basically going to go last before the rebel troops. We're going to try and kill more of you guys. Your knight has gone.
Oh,
the
the
knight
knight-
fired
oh,
the scorpion. All you can do is your
Oh,
infantry at this
beautiful,
point.
beautiful.
Until after the infantry have gone. They can only move a single hex or fire. Their maximum range puts them
Yeah, everything's out of range except for
out of
rebels.
range.
What if I reach out and touch? Would that help? No, it doesn't help at
No,
all.
it
That
still won't
actually
increase the distance they can
that's right.
fire. He has 1 hex outside of range. The only people in range are the crazy crowbar, machine gun wielding motorcycle gang. Okay, I don't know what that
for it.
means.
Shoot their horses.
Well, that's a hit.
That is a hit. Let me see. You've lost 3 men from that. So damage on that is going to be for the infantry. Yes, I am.
And the wind was backed. Hey.
I wonder how many of those. They do cluster hits with that as well, right? To
So
determine how
you
many
do
of them
cluster
hit.
hit first, see how many, and then you look at the chart to see how much damage.
All right, give me 2d6, would you? 6.
And that'd be on like a 25 rack or something.
20 rack. So 12 of those missiles will hit.
Well, 12 of the people.
12 of the people hit, sorry.
And then you go to that, which will tell you how much damage.
Troopers, 12 troopers hit, and they inflict 6 damage on the rebels. Do I have here? Borrow my pen for a minute. I disappeared for a second.
Meanwhile, what's the guillotine gonna do?
And we're to the guillotine. Half of the rebels have been wiped out. You killed half the biker gang.
Oh,
Oh
Well, they're your countrymen.
no!
Yeah, they're just here rebelling because they don't like the clans occupying their planet.
vacuum. Guillotine.
Guillotine.
Maybe
He's gonna
stand
want
up.
to try and get up. Yep.
I would like
So-
to. So how? What is the? I actually don't know, robot. How
So
does
you
this?
want to decide whether you're going to walk or run before you stand. Because once you have made this decision, it cannot be altered.
I would like to run.
You will be running. Okay. Now we figure out if you stand up or not. Involves these piloting check. What do we have for those? 6. Your piloting on that particular guy is 4. So that should be enough to stand.
Sure.
And that burns movement.
So that's 2 movement used.
So you have 2 of your run movement used. You have 4 left. You could move. But you cannot run backwards. So if you run, you must run forwards. You can change directions, but so you'd have to turn.
So could I can't go on anything that they're on, correct?
No, you can't
Correct.
move through there.
Yeah.
So you could turn, making it 1 more.
Just 3,
3,
4, 5.
and then turn is the last move you have. 6.
So he'd be facing.
Let's see. If you move from where you're
That
facing,
way.
you have to go 1, 2, 3.
Because it's 2 to stand up.
Great. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then just turn a little to your side and but again you are all in smoke up there. So and trees. So 2 and then run makes 2. Leo jumped 4.
Where
So
there's
that makes
smoke,
2
there's
more.
trees.
So you're gonna need 9 to hit with most things. And
I made it a messy thing up there. with
you
my
in fact
smoke.
can fire everything still and
Everything.
not. Yep, you can alpha
Everything.
strike with this guillotine. It is the most efficient mech you have on the battlefield.
Is it down 1 medium laser? Or was that?
That was the
something
night.
else? Okay.
The guillotine still
Thank you.
has everything minus a heat sink, so that's 24 of its singles out of 25.
Got it.
You only go over if
Engine hits and stuff.
engine hits and such. You can so let's start with your SRM first on this one.
Yes.
Everything's got the same modifier because you're at point blank range. So you're gonna need 9s. So SRM 1.
Oh,
7 is not gonna do it. You've got 4 medium lasers to roll. All need 9s. Not gonna do it. God. 2 more medium lasers. 9. 1 medium laser hits, 1 left, and then 1 ER large laser to go. Misses, and the ER large laser, the last thing to fire. No, you will hit with a medium laser. Give me a hit location.
7.
7, firing into, that would be the front arc still, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Center torso.
That is the first damage you've received, Leo.
That Axeman is unscathed.
Well,
Well, now
was.
it's
The exact opposite of what I expected to happen to your Axeman today. I thought everyone would shoot the scary mech with the axe, but
No.
I guess that's only me.
why do they
Just
call it
shoot
a?
my friends instead.
Why do they call it a scorpion?
That is a good question.
Because I got
the
here at the
guillotine
back
was
of
the
the frog.
end, so I have my rebels who are going to try and
Tracks.
kill off the rest of your troops there.
Oh, that's fine.
And they do, in fact, manage to inflict some damage here. They inflict 9 damage to the rebels, or to the SRM troops. putting you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 guys left there.
So I'm kind of curious. You seem to be moving around with a fair amount of impunity. Where are the clanners?
The what?
The alien invaders who are occupying this planet.
What?
He's playing mind games with you.
No, he's just an idiot.
The rebels shoot, so at the start, Scorpion will go first.
Alright. This one still hasn't moved at all.
He moved, but it's not enough to get modifiers. It took everything he had to get up on that ledge.
You have 2 intel.
Do you want to finish that one off, or should I?
If you can, go for it. The guillotine has more armor, though. I'd be more concerned about making sure you can get out alive.
That'll be fun. Alright, yeah, let's do another full-on attack.
Full-on attack. Alright, you are not moving.
One.
He's not moving.
You better move.
I got it. There we go. There it is. Still got that leg that's not there stuck onto it.
Break it off.
I'm gonna break it off.
Please don't.
1. Oh no, that's not even 1. Is this 1? Is this 1?
Moving down will be 1.
Okay.
2.
Okay. Oh, it's like dropping elevation is
no extra, but it still
extra.
costs you the 1.
Okay.
And for you, you're going backwards, so it has to be a walk at this point.
If I'm okay,
because you're moving backwards.
So if I move this way 1, can I move this way 2? Is that 2. Still backwards?
No, then you're still moving lateral movement.
There we go. That's what I'm just trying.
Lateral is +1.
+1 for
he
his.
did not get his buff.
He didn't get his buff. So that's 1, 2, 3,
None
4.
of us got
That's 4 movement to get you there.
All right.
Yep. None of you got your buffs. You're not dead.
It's true.
You whine like a mule. You are still alive.
We've been very lucky.
Right here, and that's a full 8. And then attack.
You don't have 8 movement.
Yep. You don't have 8 because
You have to walk.
Oh yeah, I'm off the leg, so I have 7. Wait,
no,
do I?
you don't have to
so
walk.
I'm not moving. I'm not
moving
walking
backwards. So
because
you
I'm
don't
not
have to
moving
walk.
backwards.
So we're at
But I'm at 7 instead of 8
it's-
because I lost.
Well,
it.
it's 4,
3, 4.
6, as you're at 6.
5, 6. You could get that far if you wish.
Because the -1 is to your walking, and then you recalculate your run.
So his walking is 4. 6. Yeah, that's as close.
I'm gonna
as
jump
you
on
get.
him.
You're gonna jump on him.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
That may very well hit.
He has no modifiers defending him.
Yeah, so it's just a +3. So that should hit.
Yeah.
Just gonna jump.
2 decimal buffs from 1 mech in 1 episode.
It's cool.
Is it the scorpion or the frog?
It's still a scorpion.
Okay, just checking.
It's a little like instead of get over here, it's like I'll meet you there.
17 damage.
It's the LeBlanc jumping scorpion. It's a very deadly predator where he comes from.
Where's,
That's gonna be a
where's its other legs?
Inside my victim.
5, 3,
It'll
17
be
damage.
17.
Should be
Yeah.
on my
17
side.
divided on the punch table. So give me a location for that punch. Number 1,
D6 or 2D6 for that?
D6 on all these hits for the jumping. 2. So we have a hit to the left torso.
All right, that's a crit.
3.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Left torso, got that. Center torso for the second one, crippling of damage.
4.
Left arm for the third grouping of damage.
That is gone.
5. 4.
And then 2 points to the left arm beyond that.
So left torso takes 2 more, which is another crit roll.
All right, 2 possible critical rolls. Not a critical.
8.
1 critical. Left torso. So let's find your left torso on the Black Knight. Your left torso only has group 1 in it, so they're going to roll a d6 and hit one of those things.
Ooh.
2.
2 means that they're going to
Heat sink.
take away one of your heat sinks,
Ah.
which is the best thing they could have taken
Yes.
from those collections, because your good stuff's in that torso.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Scorpio.
It's going to make you slightly less heat friendly.
Open comms. What comes after summer?
Scorpions.
No.
And then give me a mech facing after a fall.
Scorpio season.
Oh, just one dice.
Oh, don't take that one.
And then technically
And it
push
goes
back, which is falling 1 elevation.
It falls down.
Oh. There's going to be more damage inflicted on the Black Knight. Give me 4 more hit locations. Sorry. Or wait, not 4 more.
It's a 75 ton.
It's a 7.5. So 2 hit locations. One is which? 2 and 35 is going to be wrong table. The right leg for 5 points, and then 1 more location for 2 points. The center torso.
So it's a crit on the right leg.
All right, roll for a possible critical on yourself, please. I cannot see
7.
down.
7.
7,
Nothing.
not a critical on yourself.
Ooh.
I think I saw that in a movie once. It's going to be your hunter's turn.
Or the guillotines.
I can use the
Oh,
gate.
you're correct.
Oh.
Could use the guillotine.
Wait, or did he already go?
No,
No.
He has not gone. Only the scorpion has gone so far. But it's a light tank would go in the medium phase.
Oh,
So
you're right. You're right.
He has to make the hunter go first.
Hunter goes first.
Yes,
That's my bad entirely.
it's okay.
I can move with the hunter. I can move 5, is it?
You could move 5 forward or backwards or forwards, or 8 if you're only moving, in a forward line. But going backwards, you can only go cruise speed, not flank speed.
Not really sure who I can hit, robot.
Well, let's see.
Go for a reach out and touch me.
You could do a reach out and touch someone. If you were going to do someone, maybe go back 1, back 2, turn, make 3. 5
Yes.
there.
Let's read out, and touch.
Reach out and touch someone. All right. So he's
Words
got his
of fun.
1 there.
A-R-D-V-A-R.
You've got 1 for cruise, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Having
7,
fun
8,
is not
9,
hard when you've got a
14.
library.
It's medium range.
Medium range. So that's 2 more. So 2, 2.
And if there's any woods in the way.
Yeah, we're gonna put 1 hex of intervening wood, so I'm gonna count that as intervening. So modifier is 5. You're gonna need a 9 to hit with that LRM. No. The hunter is just not having good
I
luck
feel
today.
sorry for that crew.
That crew is just not having any luck.
They're tormented by the ghost of Cutlet.
Yeah, or they're only piloting because they have a gun to their head.
No. They're not. They're with me.
Because they have a gun to your head.
No. They believe in what I believe in.
Bold.
Clearly, they believe in losing.
One of our heavies.
You could kill me, it doesn't matter. There's more like me, and there will always be more like me, and there will always be more like you. What matters is, I either die in fire, or I get a little blood on my hands. That's what's important to me.
Out of curiosity, which one are you in?
All of them.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I expected any other answer. Alright, I'm gonna go. I will run.
So as far as the 2 points versus 3 points, it's a 75 ton mech, so you round up.
That was my mistake. I rounded down, BJ rounded up.
You always round up for those sorts of fractions and damage.
Too many years of Dungeons and Dragons where everything rounds down. All the time.
Alright, I'm running. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So close.
Oh,
In the smoke.
I'm running, and I'm gonna let him have it. Well, anyway.
7. So run there.
I would let him have it.
Yes.
Here, Ian, but he only covered a square, so alright, so no bonus on his part. You only have your movement and range to consider.
And the smoke in the woods.
Wait,
Smoking
did
woods,
I?
so.
I had to move this one, but I didn't get to use that one.
Not
right?
yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Let's see if he lives through this.
Yep, I'm gonna do it.
Alright, what are we starting with?
Medium lasers.
Medium laser. Medium laser number 1. 8. That'll hit. Medium laser number 2. 7. That 4 and 3. You're gonna raise 3, correct?
Yep.
That'll hit. 2, 3. Miss by 1. Miss by 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you want to use one of your intel?
No.
Miss by 1. Okay.
just in case.
PPC.
Alright, PPC.
10.
Also a hit. PPC hit. And the axe. 8. Also a hit. Let's do the locations. You're getting the rear of the guillotine.
Damn.
So give me the medium laser locations first. Got 2 of those.
So 10.
So we're going to do the left arm on the guillotine.
So that's the left torso then.
Correct.
And 5.
That was
And then 5 more to the right leg.
right leg, 5. Pristine right leg.
The PPC is going to hit
A 9.
in the left leg. And the axe. The TSM is engaged still currently, is it not?
Yep.
So here's a nasty 26-point hit
6.
to the rear right torso.
Rear right torso. The right torso is gone.
Yeah.
And damage transfers.
3 will transfer.
Huh.
Yes.
Cutlet.
The real cutlet.
There is not much of that guillotine left, so I want to take a peek here and see if we removed much. You've lost 2 lasers,
No, I did not.
3 lasers,
No.
and 1, 2, 3,
I
4,
like
5,
that he's
6,
delusional.
6.
It works for him.
Well, you are down to your SRM6 and your ER large laser on that guillotine. And you are also down to only 15 heat sinks of your original 25.
Oh.
They just ripped out almost a third of your heat sinks in that torso.
He's still mostly fine though. That's the sad thing.
When
That was a heavy.
I'm
Now
like the boogeyman or something.
we're gonna find. Now your guillotine may act. The guy that just got himself shot up. It is his turn. Yep, you could very much do that same thing that you failed to do the last time if you really want to try for it.
He's gonna try.
Do I have to
jumping on
turn?
Nope.
It's a
Step
jump.
from above.
You can
Yep.
do anything you
You
want.
just jump if you're going to do it.
What?
Jeez.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Huh, not the target I was expecting.
Me either.
No!
All right, give me the piloting check. And
Yep.
you. From there.
Damn, this is sad, y'all.
I can lose as many
All right,
people as
you
I
jump
want.
4. So that's the jump penalty,
always more.
move
2
penalty.
plus. So it's
Whatever, man.
9. Or
Nothing
sorry,
I
5
say gets
penalty.
through to you.
Yep. So he's going to need a 9. You are going to need a 9 to land on him.
And
What move is this? What move are you gonna do? Do 450?
You're going to need a 6 with that other dice.
619?
Oh! Risky.
And he got the knees up! He got the knees up!
All right. Will you give me a determined facing after a fall? Roll a d6 for me.
3.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and, even though the room's funny, and that's going to put you on your left side.
The scorpion tramples over.
So we've got a 5 and a 3 for damage to be done to the left side of that
That's how you
E10.
pilot. You gotta pilot it like this.
So give me a hit location for 5 and a hit
Yeah, you're
location
like
for
that guy
3.
who
on
carried
that
it
dice.
away.
Is it 70 or 75?
75.
Okay, I thought it was only
The
70.
guillotine 70.
Oh, he's only 70?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're right, 7. I confused him in the night.
It's
So
all
yep,
good.
5 and 2. 2 locations on the left-hand side.
10.
10 is going to be the... Somehow he manages to hit the right arm even though he fell on his left side.
Ah!
Well, he tries to use it to brace his fall.
Sell the wrong injury.
Sometimes the Battletech hit charts just don't make any sense. And then 1 more for 2. That's going to be the left torso. And that passes the ball back to the Warhammer.
All right, so before I take my move, given that we're kind of in the closing minutes, chat, the Op 4 still has a fair amount of reach out and touch someone, etc. Would it be okay if we allow him to use that for other Op 4 defensive things, like
Or move it
Undermine,
next week
etc.?
against the Falcons.
I'd be fine with that too, but we want to make sure that what you tip for gets spent.
We want what you want to occur in this game.
Yeah, because he hasn't been able to
Hasn't been able
use
to
the
be a
reach out and
benefit.
touch someone because it's been so close in. Which is really only because you voted that there was a really botched ambush. Thank you.
I was really counting on them voting the other way and just really putting the screws to it.
It was so close, too.
That
Oh.
would have been a lot of fun.
So, chat, let Mark know if that's okay while I plan my movement. Because if he wants
If
to,
somebody who bought them once is okay with it, we want them to be able to be things he can
I
benefit from.
think
If
Arslan said he had to step out for a while.
If not, we will.
Oh, he's right there.
He says sure.
Excellent. Thank you, Arslan. We
All
want to
right.
make sure you
Thank
get your
you.
money.
Thank you. We'll use
Thank
it against the Falcons next week.
Yeah, right. So you can use your reach out and touch someone's and feel the zeal to do different Op 4 things.
Okay,
instead.
so where's
So
the-
let me give you an Op 4.
I'm less familiar with this.
Undermine is the big one.
Yeah. I'll
Undermine
probably
is
use-
your big one. You could probably just
Yeah.
keep using undermines on individual attack rolls. That will keep you alive
Yeah.
the longest.
So that is
So
4.
So you could do 4
I'm
and
just not gonna
1.
move.
You could have 5 of them
Yeah.
total.
Malika doesn't care anymore.
I'm just not going to move. I'm going to unload on the black.
They only
Knight.
affect an individual dice roll. So if you're going to use it, now might be a time.
Yeah, because I have 2 PPCs coming your way.
I would use it on those both.
I would like to use it on both, actually.
Yeah. So I need 3s on the PPCs, now 4s. You can stack those.
Stack, do 2 and 3 and burn all 5, making it. Give yourself a shot. If you can get up, you can hurt him.
Yes. We'll do that. Thank you,
All
Robot.
right, so
for
my
the sound.
base is 3. What is it after he spends?
2 higher on the first PPC, 3 higher on the second PPC.
All right, so it'll be 5s and 6s.
And that will burn the reach out and touch someone's and feel the zeal for someone who's in the store. He's attempting to get his Black Knight live 1 more round. Let's see if it works.
Yeah, normally, Arslan, because we can see the chat, we don't do that option, but we've noticed in the past some stuff gets left on the table.
And we don't want you to be tipping and not get anything.
Yes.
Exactly. So since we're in the closing minutes, we want to offer that option because we're almost at 4 o'clock.
We don't
And
want
he's
stuff to be
almost
sitting left over in the store. I don't like that. It's not fair to you.
All right, so 5 and 6. The
Yes.
first one will hit.
Come on.
6.
Oh!
You are hit.
The medium lasers, they're at medium range, so
Correct.
that's 5s. It's a barely and a
2 barely hit.
Excellent. I will let my companions, please, lancemates.
Prone and face first. Is this a rear or front arc?
You're the GM, you decide.
I want to say it's front just because he's going to be trying to stand up and it seems more likely that he would be getting shot in the chest
Yeah.
trying to get up than shot in
cool
the
with that.
back.
Do an osprey flip.
All right, so PPC location 1.
A 3.
That's going to be the right arm of the Black Knight.
That was untouched before.
Is that another 3?
It is another 3.
Both PPCs hit the same arm.
Well, at least it has no armor there anymore.
9.
Let's see. Medium laser hits the left leg.
Alright, that's a positive crit.
Writing that down. And medium laser
8.
hits the left torso.
All right, there's no left torso anymore.
Oh, that's bad for you, sir. Black Knight, left torso. Let's see what we lose here. You have lost a large laser. You have lost a medium laser. And you have lost a heat sink from that.
And the possible crit on the left leg.
The left leg, not a critical. But that Black Knight is getting pretty torn up, but you lived.
You did.
You lived. That is the important part. So we're going to toss the ball back over to your side of the table. You have, both mechs are prone, so they go in the assault phase. So that means that your infantry has to go first.
Yeah, and the guillotine already went, so.
Can the infantry hit him?
Those infantry,
1, 2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
3,
5,
4,
6,
5,
7.
6. He's one outside of range.
Wow. Wow.
Perfect positioning.
All right, running away from the biker gang. And then that's all they can do because they cannot move and fire because they are SRM troops. Those rocket launchers are very heavy. Which puts us to the assault, which is your Black Knight who is face down.
I would like for him to not be.
Are you walking or running?
What's the benefit?
Well, in your case, you're so slow that running isn't going to help you. So I would just walk, make the piloting check, try and stand up, and see if you can do anything to that Warhammer on the way out.
Let's do that.
Because you're not, no matter
So
what,
walk.
you won't have enough movement to turn around and take on the Scorpion. 6 on the piloting check to stand up. You're still at both the legs?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, he's at a +1 penalty for one of the leg actuators, but that's it.
That's just enough. You are standing. You are losing a lot of weapons on that guy. So what you have left, and
I'm
considering
just gonna
that-
fire everything I have left.
Okay, you want to run that hot? You know what? Go for it.
Feel
Why
the
not?
zeal.
Yes.
8, 11, 19.
Did the zeal get
22
counted
keys.
over to that as well?
Yeah,
Or can it
but
did?
you still have your base stuff.
Your base, which is helping you with the heat. So
Okay.
you are
Bonus
going to be
movement.
at... Next turn, your movement will be reduced to 0 because of this.
Even with the normal movement bonus he gets
Yes.
through battle? Wow.
That is enough because he has taken some... If he didn't have the hip busted out, he'd still have movement.
Wow.
But the old man lost his hip.
Okay.
And however, that does leave you with a large laser, and a medium laser to fire.
Do I get to walk?
That is walking. That was
Oh,
all
that's
you
wa-
got.
okay, so that's getting
it
up.
took
Okay,
all your
okay.
walking movement to stand up.
Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. So now how many rolls of
Plus, you're in difficult terrain, so your 1 hex you have left, you
That's
can't
correct, yes.
spend unless you just wanted to turn 1 hex facing.
I assume you're shooting at me.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, we have that one. That's your large laser. You have medium laser, large laser left. Medium misses, large.
That'll hit.
All right, we have 2 hits on the Warhammer. We'll hit locations twice. We have an 8, so he's going to take 8 damage to the left torso.
10.
And then 8 damage to the left arm.
Alright. So 2 large lasers, yes?
Correct.
Alright. Still looking pretty good.
And that was the assault phase. Our last guys to go are our biker gang who continues to pursue these SRM troops. They're going to try and run them down and kill them. And they managed to unsuccessfully shoot a single SRM trooper.
We like bikes, they're good.
They're too busy admiring their sleek, shiny hogs to shoot accurately. Puts us back at the top. You went last. That puts it to Mason and the Scorpion went first.
What is the modifier on the guillotine right now?
Let's see. He's prone. He hasn't. He jumped 1, 2. So modifier's 2. No, modifier's 1. Modifier is only 1 on the guillotine.
DFA!
It's a 6.
That's.
Yep.
Oh no!
Makes
I'm
sense.
standing.
All right. Let's do this ridiculous. Divide up the
What's up?
So we got 17 damage divided up one more time on punch location.
First one.
Like the
2.
Hang on. Let me flip over the 2. So we're going to do 5 points of damage to the left torso of the guillotine. Wow, Keen, you were right. He is going to DFA again.
Wow.
Second one was a 3.
Second one was 3. So we have another 5 to the center torso.
A 4.
Another 5 to the left arm.
Left arm, so that transfers.
Correct. And then the last 2 is to the center torso. Then we're going to do some damage on your legs. Just because you only have 3 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and hit him up real quick. So the scorpion takes the it would be the leg rather than the arm on that one.
How much? 5?
5 points to the leg. 2 more on that one. That would be the left arm, the front. Yep. Again, same spot.
For how much?
Another 5.
So that's internal.
Possible critical, and then the last 2 on the left torso.
Left torso?
Mm-hmm. Or sorry, no, I'm sorry. My problem. It would have been the right leg arm. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Jumped hit location tables. Now roll for a possible critical on yourself on your leg.
That's an 11.
So
that's 2.
2 criticals on your own leg.
Yep. If anyone's going to destroy my mech, it's going to be me.
So go ahead and roll some criticals on yourself, sir, on your leg.
Just got that, Prodigal.
So second table of your leg, or excuse me, 4 on your leg.
4 and a 4.
So can't damage the same foot actuator, so roll that 4 again.
4 and a 3.
So your foot actuator and your lower leg actuator have been taken out.
So your movement is now a 2, 3, 4.
Yep, you're 2, 3, 4 for movement now. You can jump farther than you can walk or run.
Worth it.
Beautiful.
Why do you want to put jump jets in the scorpion? For this reason.
Apparently. Your hunter tank is going to be the next guy that's going to get to go on this side. I would suggest just trying to bombard him with another set of those LRMs without even moving.
Roller, do it.
Let me down. It's okay. When you die.
So it's just
I'll
range.
repair.
He's at medium range, if I
Correct.
recall correctly. So
You just need 6.
plus 1 for the trees. But
True
that'll
set,
hit.
7. Finally, the hunter hits! The hunter hits!
My AMS finally gets to shoot.
All right. So we're going to roll for missile clustering. That's an LRM 20 on that hunter. So let's see how many of those missiles.
Do you hear the music?
Give me 2d6 for the number of missile hits.
9. Oh, 6, 7. I can't count.
Just
Reduced
reduced by 4.
makes it a 3. So 6 missiles from the 20 successfully. Alright. So a group of 5 and a group of 1 on the Warhammer. You roll a hit location. 5 damage to the center torso. And then 1 damage to the center torso again.
So 6 total. Gotcha.
It took him forever to
That was
hit.
just for me.
But he managed to hit you right perfectly in the dead center mass. Great shot. That'll transfer to the heavies. One of you two needs to go.
Okay. Who is more hurt?
They are both heavily damaged.
Yeah, they are both horribly damaged.
In fact, he's technically right about there. Not underneath you.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll go and jump down.
You tell me where. May I give you some tactical advice?
Yes.
If you jump down behind the Black Knight and kick him because of the elevation,
yeah,
it will be on
that
the punch
punch
location table.
Let's do that.
And your TSM affects your kicks as
does.
well as your punches and hits with axes.
The only difference between using an axe and a kick at this point is the kick gets a bonus of 1 to hit, but if it misses, you have to make a piloting check to remain standing.
But has a huge advantage if you hit, you're going to hit the punch location table.
So it's either kick or hatchet.
Kick or hatchet.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do the thing and kick him instead of a hatchet.
Well, shoot the guns first.
Yeah, yep, is, okay, here we go.
He has no modifiers, so you only have your jumping modifier. 6.
Yeah.
And range, so it's going to be really easy for you to hit. First weapon on your
6
list is a
will
medium
hit.
laser. Hits. Next weapon. These are very recent. Hits again.
Ooh.
Third one is a medium laser. So all 3 medium lasers have hit. Your
PPC. 3, 4, 5.
Miss, but we have an intel.
You have an intel. You could use it.
I'm gonna use it.
All right.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, Chad.
And then the kick or hatchet.
I'm gonna kick.
Kick.
So you need a 5.
Just need a 5.
That's
The
it.
kick will hit. Let's do the weapon locations before we do the kick.
Alright.
So we're firing at the rear of the Black Knight.
It's a 6.
We're going to hit the rear right torso with a medium laser.
All right.
A 9 for the second one is going to be the left leg. Possible critical, writing down. Okay. Medium laser. 7 torso rear.
All right.
PPC. 5. Right leg.
Gone. 3 transfers.
And then for the kick, you actually only roll the 1d6 because it uses the punch
So,
location.
3 transfers, which goes internal on the right torso.
Right torso. So we have a right torso and left leg, possible criticals, and the location of the kick. 5. Kick from the rear is going to be the right arm.
Man.
Okay, so it's 26.
Yep, it's 26, so that will transfer straight into the right torso. You
14 transfer.
kicked his arm off,
Cool.
shot his leg off,
And it's barely holding on.
and we have 3 different areas to roll possible criticals on.
2 on the right torso, 1 on the left leg.
So right torso 1, possible critical. Nope, won't be. Right torso again, possible critical.
Do it.
Won't be. Left leg, possible critical. Won't be. However, you're on a leg. Just got a shot off. You are falling down.
I was already down. Oh no, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give me a d6 to determine your facing. Which way is it?
2.
2. 1, 2. We're going to go ahead and do 1. Hex side to your right.
Sleep.
It's going to fall you down on your right hand side. You're going to take damage again. You're the 75 tonner, so this one does round up to 8, correct?
Yes.
So we're going to do 5 and 3 again on the Black Knight for damage. Give me a hit location on yourself for the fall.
Ooh.
9.
That's going to be on the left torso.
So transfers to the center. This is the front.
Mm-hmm.
Does not go internal yet.
And then 3 more to the
7.
right torso.
Right torso still has plenty of armor there. Not yet.
Not yet. We'll get there. All right, so the Black Knight got knocked down by all that firepower. That means that they're both going to have to wait to the assault phase before they can get to go because they're prone. That means your infantry is the only people who will be able to act at this point. However, 1, 2, 3,
I'm in
4,
range.
5, 6. He is within range to fire with that SRMG.
Let's do it.
All right,
Let's do it.
open up.
And my AMS already fired, plus it's not even in the right arc, so.
This is a chance here. Not a good chance.
But I do like that chance.
Very close, but still not quite enough.
Did I hit the water?
Those missiles fall a little short, a little
I
far,
hit the
all
water.
over the place. Not opportunity, which goes into the assault phase, which again, both of you. Again, you have 2 prone mechs. Which one's going to try and go first? Your one-legged mech is probably not going to be able to get up.
You didn't. Oh, yeah. Because I went first.
Oh yeah, you went. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I thought that was him that knocked you down. I'm so sorry. I'm skipping.
No, it's quite. I'll delay. How's that?
You really want to do? Okay,
Yeah, sure, why not?
Let's see if they can get to their feet. Well, one of your guys is going to get
So
a chance to go.
so what-
I would suggest the guillotine over the knight because the knight's not going to do anything. But then again, your knight actually shoots something, whereas your guillotine's almost weaponless. You're in a bad way.
Get the
There's no
guillotine.
real
Guillotine.
good choice.
Guillotine.
All right, give me a piloting check to stand up. You have your legs, so he actually can do that. Maybe.
Well, you can still stand on one leg.
9.
You are standing. Was you walking or running before you started this?
I was going to jump.
You
I can't jump from a prone.
Oh,
Have to walk or run.
then I'll walk.
Okay. So that's moved up 2. You have 2 more movement points left. 1, 2. That would be there.
There, yeah.
But still capable of firing on either of those mechs. Your guillotine is down to just an SRM-6 and an ER large laser. That's all he's got left. Everything else has been blown off.
I mean, that's still decent.
That is a lot of firepower. So who do you want? You could hit.
Tell me.
You would hit the rear arc of the Axeman or the side arc of the Scorpion.
Or my front.
The Axeman is virtually unscathed. You might get really lucky. You might not.
I want to jump on the Scorpion.
But you won't be able to jump until next turn because you had to stand
That's
up.
right. Then I'm going
All
to
you do is
shoot the Scorpion.
Shoot the Scorpion?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
Both of them have about the same modifiers to hit because they jumped. Scorpion only moved 1 besides jumping. You walked. Modifiers are going to be pretty low, so with both those weapons, you are only going to need a 6. So you get 2 chances at a 6 to hit that Scorpion. 9. The SRM-6 hits.
I want to use my
The AMS will go
AMS
off.
will go off on him. And then the ER large laser also hits. So let's start with the SRM-6 that his anti-missile system.
my AES2.
Ooh. All right, so give me a 2d6. Let's see. So that would be 4, but it's reduced to 0
Nothing.
because of an anti-missile system. So not a single SRM gets through. But that large laser still does. So you are going to inflict 8 damage to the, give me a hit location. It's going to be the 10 on the left side, which is going to be a right arm somehow.
Well, that's internal.
Give me a possible critical.
Oh!
Oh! 3 critical hits.
It was a
My God.
boxcars
Yeah.
on a limb that's limb blown off.
Oh, that's limb blown off.
Yes.
You are now down to just the back legs.
I
believe.
just have
So-
2 legs now.
Well, you
You
can
do
use your
fall.
cannon to shoot yourself up and jump still, I think.
You do fall.
Yes, you do fall.
Dang.
And it's going to be
What
6
you
damage?
lose?
6 falling damage.
Yeah.
So give me a hit location on the falling damage. Oh, let's do 4, 7. So we're going to do, where's my answer? That's center torso for 5.
I like that this looks like a dystopian.
Somehow
world.
it has almost
Oh
not.
my God.
And then 1.
You're so right.
It's weird, right?
On the corner of sadness and despair.
That's where the rebels live.
Yeah.
They're just cashiers.
1 on the right leg.
The right leg, so that'll transfer. That's a possible crit on the right torso.
Go for a possible critical on yourself from the fall.
Did it.
No, 7 is no critical.
Okay. Now I will shoot at the Black Knight.
Now we'll shoot the black knight.
I will everything but the SRMs.
Everything but the SRMs. Open fire.
So yeah, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, he hasn't moved. He fell down.
PPC
Hit.
with a 4. Another PPC
Hit.
I need 5 now for the medium laser.
Ooh.
Hit.
And
Hit.
barely hit.
Everything hits. Hit locations on the Black Knight.
I will let someone else roll.
He'll roll
Sure,
on
you
himself.
can roll. I'm good with that.
I just like being.
All right, right leg for a PPC.
Are you?
All right. Transfers to right torso. Second one.
Second one is going to be the right arm.
That transfers to the right torso, and the right torso is gone, with 2 transferring to the center torso, which is a possible crit on the center torso.
No worries. All right. So, on the plus side, your Black Knight can't overheat anymore. On the negative side, all you have left is the small laser in the head.
I'm good with that.
And then give me another location for medium laser.
2 medium lasers.
8 is going to be the left torso.
So center torso takes 5 with another possible crit.
So we're at 2. Crit rolls on the center torso. And then give me one more location on the medium laser.
4.
That is also right arm again.
So transfers all the way to.
So
the
we have
center
3
torso.
possible critical hits to the center torso on that one.
Alrighty. Let's
3 chances for critical hits.
watch me fail.
No.
Nope.
One critical.
And no.
So a critical hit on the center torso of the Black Knight.
In the first half,
First half,
1, so engine.
engine hit. His first engine hit. Black Knight is one tough customer. Speaking of, it is the Black Knight. And all he has is that small laser in his head.
6, I go down.
Does he need to stand up to shoot it?
No. You can shoot from the prone position.
If you have an arm to
If you have an arm to prop yourself up with,
Do
which
I
you
have?
don't have.
I don't have arms, so I'm just going to shoot from the head then. I
But
guess.
yeah, you can't really do much of anything with that Black Knight, unfortunately.
That's fine.
It can't get up. I mean, well, you can attempt to
He
stand.
can try.
No.
Basically needs boxcars.
Yep. But that's if you stand, you'll be able to shoot.
Oh, I can't shoot from prone.
Yep, because you don't have the arms to prop yourself up. It's like trying to hold yourself up with no arms and aim your head to shoot at somebody. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So give me an attempt to stand up. That is not gonna do it. Kind of do the one knee flex, the one-legged, no-armed Black Knight. Hey, wait, one-legged, no-armed Black Knight. Is this Monty Python?
No, it's DFA. We've been playing this for months now.
Ah,
You okay?
Have you been playing the wrong game?
it's just a flesh wound. Unfortunately, that is all that fellow can do. These bikers are going to try and finish off your buddies over there, though. And they've managed to do some
I
significant
tried
damage.
to press the dead spider button. I tried to.
And they have
When
left
he just pushed the button
on
that
them
said
one.
jump.
Sadly,
Yeah,
to
15
make the
left.
dead spider was really interfering with a lot of the other
8
controls. That's
damage
why his
to the
sensors
unit.
weren't working, and so
Hey,
he
you
had to
have
fix that.
one guy still alive.
Wow, what a trooper.
One SRM soldier stands tall and proud.
And probably brown. His pants.
His pants, yes. He did wear the brown pants. That is the end of that round. Your Black Knight couldn't do anything. That puts us right back to the top again.
Mediums. You've fallen.
You have fallen.
So
So it would be the heavies. So the hunter. Yep, your hunter is the next person to act. Keep it up.
Yes. Fight. You're doing it.
Still going to need the same. Nothing has changed for those two. So you might actually get him again. But a 4 is not going to cut it. So then that moves on to the heavy's face. You're going to die and everything's going to be fine. Which,
either you try to stand up, or Leo, you try to kill that guillotine.
one of these 3.
It's up to you.
I would strongly encourage you kill the guillotine.
Yep, I'll go do the thing and jump over here behind them like this. And then,
She's mean, I like it.
Then I
So we have
She's
jumping.
doing what she has
he
to
only
do.
stood, so we would 0, so you only have your movement modifiers to worry about again.
So 6s.
You need 6s. Hit it with everything again.
Yep.
All right, 3 medium lasers. Miss with 1. I see 2 superior.
We should have only one.
On the left.
intel
There's
left.
1 intel left. You want to use it to hit, or save it.
It's so late anyway. I'll just use it.
Use it. All right, medium laser 1 is a hit. Medium laser 2 is a hit. Medium laser 3 is a hit. PPC, also a hit, and the axe, also a hit.
Oh.
Everything hits. Let's do some hit locations on that guillotine from the
yeah,
rear.
here we go. 10.
That's going to be the left arm of the guillotine.
Which is
Medium
gone.
laser for 5.
So that was 5. That transfers to the left torso, which is a crit.
All right, left torso marked down.
4.
4 for second location. We're going to have the right arm takes another 5.
All right.
6.
The right torso takes another 5.
And my PPC.
Oh, this is rear right torso.
Yes, rear right torso. I'm sorry.
Sorry. So the right torso apparently is all gone. It just still shows because there's a front. I apologize.
Gotcha.
So it would have been 10 that transferred to the center torso rear,
Correct.
which goes internal by 1.
Okay, so we have
Take that off. So it's a little
We have a center torso and a left torso, possible critical roll, and then we have the axe to roll. So give me a location for that axe.
10.
The axe is also going to be in the left arm.
Transfer to the left torso. Transfer to the center torso. Bam. Alright, so. And it's a possible crit in the center torso. 9.
Ooh.
So it's
17.
Is it just legs and a torso with a head now?
Yes.
The guillotine has legs, the torso, and a head, and we have 2 different potential criticals in the center torso.
There we go.
8 will be a critical to the torso, and then 6. So 1 critical hit to the torso of the guillotine. Give me a first gripping or second gripping.
1 die.
Sorry.
Okay, and then second dice.
6.
Gyro.
That's going to be a gyro hit. Uh-oh.
So he has to make a piloting
Give me a
check.
piloting
to
check.
stay standing.
You might fall down and go boom again. 7.
He should be fine, unless he has lots of leg crits.
No, he has no leg crits.
So he's.
However, he's got a minus. Oh no, he ignores heat.
The gyro is a +2.
+2, so that's dead on 6. Good enough. Just barely.
Why won't you die?
Which leads it to your guillotine.
Because they're unfortunately fanatics.
Would you do me a favor and just step to the side for a moment? Just to the side, just over the robot, just over there. I want to do this. To the scorpion, please.
Death from above on the scorpion. Give me a piloting check. You have a penalty because of the lack of gyro.
All I have is legs. I want to
Come on and fight me.
But it is the only weapons that he has left.
So
Yes, his jump jets are in his legs.
It's a 7. He needs a 9 with the gyro penalty.
Yep, that's not going to do it.
Is this loading?
Give me a d6 for facing after a fall.
I just kicked myself with my 2 left legs.
6. Facing after a fall.
It just looks so fun.
I know.
1 hex side to the left. Go ahead and we're going to do some damage. The guillotine's a 70 tonner?
Yeah, 7, yes.
Yep.
Right. Let's do 7 damage. Do 5 log damage to the almost guaranteed
10.
going to be the. Just transfer to the
leg?
center torso. It's
Okay.
arms. And then 2 damage to the.
I'll wait in case the other 2 go center torso too.
9.
9. That's actually shooting.
Left leg.
Alright.
So it actually manages to hit. There you go. That's it.
6.
We have 5 and 2. Is the center torso internal?
Yes.
Possible critical on yourself on the center torso. 5. No critical on yourself.
Wait. Sorry, the center torso is not critical. My
Oh, well,
apologies.
then never mind. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's see. There was the. There would be the Warhammer next.
Or the scorpion.
Or the Scorpion.
It's up to you, Leo.
Leo is gone. It's the Warhammer or Scorpion.
Yeah,
No,
he's
it's
a
up- it's up
Lancer.
Good man.
It's up to you, Leo. It's up to you, Leo.
That's how it works. You see that?
It's up to you, Leo.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Melia, why don't you just go ahead and go for it?
Alright, who do you want me to try to kill?
Is there even any point in continuing this fight?
Only
Honestly.
in their minds.
Other than that mech jumping and doing death from above, their infantry or the Black Knight has a head laser. There are no other armaments on the mechs. They have no weapons.
I say leave them for the rebels.
Kill us.
Don't give them the satisfaction.
Well, we still need to secure the area so that we can dig out the dead drop.
The Black Knight is essentially incapable of doing almost anything, but that guillotine could get up and attempt a death from above someone again.
And there's a tank in the far back.
There is a tank in the far back.
Do you have?
we're on
Can you
break.
hit the guillotine?
That's a GM call.
Because the Scorpion's currently down, then yeah, he could hit the guillotine. If the Scorpion was not laying down at the moment, I would say no.
I had a busy day.
Sure.
I jumped on a crab.
Go for it.
Then I
All
jumped on
right.
a
So what is
Hatara.
the range to the guillotine? Because I can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexes.
Okay. They moved for 1.
They jumped. Yeah.
So 1. So I'll need 6s for the PPCs and 8s for the medium lasers.
All right. PPCs.
That's a hit with an 11. That's a barely hit with a 6.
2 PPC hits.
Medium laser 1 misses. Medium laser 2 misses.
All right. PPC. While he does damage with someone roll hit locations. Not that it can really be a lot of different ones.
It's a 4.
A 4 would have been an arm, so go straight to the torso for that first one.
All right. So that's the last of the armor on the center torso.
An 11 would also be an arm, so both PPCs.
So that
and
is
potential-
dead then.
All right, the guillotine is destroyed.
He'll be back.
2 legs and a head.
The death of that mech signals the end of the battle. The remaining less fanatical Comstar forces in the tank withdraw, leaving their commander abandoned on the field in his mech.
Oh, no, I'm right there. I've been there the whole time. There's only one
We
left.
don't want to talk about what happens to that guy,
Launch a rocket, then hop on it and get away. Next time!
Rocket launch.
but some of you have
Halo
seen some
style.
old episodes of Sons of Anarchy. Be creative.
All right. Well, let's find that dead drop again. Leo, you're the only one with hands. Try to dig it out carefully, and then we'll have the infantry pick it out. But cover Prodigal, and I'll watch those rebels.
Got it. I'm gonna dig some stuff.
And so our battle comes to a close.
There's always going to be more of us.
I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. I hope to see all of you next week. Hope to see some of you on Metaverse on Monday, perhaps.
For
watching.
the
Oh, it's the Metapocalypse.
What?
Oh yeah. We're throwing everything at you. Come in, come check us out Monday. Maybe watch Table Takes on Fridays at 11, Gen Con channel. Maybe that Dragon Show.
yep.
And we'll see you all next week on another episode of
Death Forever! Which we did a lot of. Jumping.
Reactor